We can all just pull apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can hold, we can shine together. We can all just pull apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can hold, we can die together. The conversation, the separation, the overlooked $1 million violations. Desire to forget, to hit reset. Desire your own, forget about the presets. The whole nothing back, burn up your last sack.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face-Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face-Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
Breakaway. Big shooting guard.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Oh, yes!
Here's your host for the Face-Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Hi, everybody. You ready for some fantastic summertime hockey? Me neither. So we're going to get through this together. Don't you guys worry about that. Face-Off Hockey Show here for another week, and Mark with the C's there, and he's drinking something tasty, it looks like. What you drinking there, bud?
It's a little summer shandy action. It's the summer beer of choice.
Yeah?
For me.
What's it taste like? What's it? Is it hoppy? Is it a hoppy beverage?
It tastes like the sweat of a Chippewa Indian, and glistening in the sun.
That's
Which kind of tastes like lemonade.
Okay, interesting. I've never tasted Chippewa. I don't know how to answer that. That could be the greatest and weirdest explanation we ever had.
It's true, though.
It works, yeah, I guess.
It is true.
Yeah, again, never tasted Chippewa. Cherokee, though, that's my jam right there.
Cherokee is more of a dark lager.
Taste.
Yeah, dark lager taste. This is a much lighter taste.
And a great gene. Cherokee Gene Company. That's where it's at.
Yeah, they're no 501.
Nah, that's true. Of course, I haven't worn jeans since the mid-'90s, so I don't know any kind of things other than that. So, hey. I just remember Cherokee, and that's about it. And then I went khaki. And,
Once you go khaki, you never go back.
Backy.
Backy, come on. That was an easy one.
Yeah, it was a layup. Sorry, we were there. They're bouncing off the glass.
I think I froze. No, just kidding.
You should have just came back 2 minutes later. E. And then, Backy. We get it.
I should have. I should have just let it go. Play with it. Not on the show.
No, of course not. YouTube
My
would throw
camera's
us
off
feed.
again. Damn it.
It's okay.
Your camera's off? It's on. I can see you.
It's a stutter. It's stuttering. It's like it's craziness. All kinds of craziness going on.
It was off
some reason.
It was off its marks.
Oh, it's Mark's. It's not supposed to be on Mark. It's supposed to be on you.
It's true.
Unless you're Mark. Wait a minute.
Hey, am I popping up as me now instead of Face-Off Hockey Show?
That is correct, sir.
Yeah, you are.
How about that?
Interesting.
I think I'm the only face-off hockey show now.
Oh, God.
Well, mine just says you, so I don't know if...
You're coming up as Face-Off Hockey Show, so there you go. So Johnny's the only Face-Off Hockey Show. Mark is back to himself, and I'm just here. Aside from that, Johnny, would you get yourself some cherry Kool-Aid? Cherry Kool-Aid.
He's drinking
cherry
Kool-Aid
in a can.
Nice.
Cherry Kool-Aid now comes in cans.
And it's called Coca-Cola, too.
It's cherry Coca-Cola, my friend.
Interesting. Does it have one of the... By the way, finally that whole epidemic of share a Coke with your name here has reached Canada, and I'm sick of it. Already, I'm sick of it.
Yeah, Coke's a bunch of shitheads putting all these different things in there, like share a Coke with your friend. Well, what if I'm the only person at my house?
Exactly.
What am I supposed to do? Like pour that one out and then go and pick up another Coke? Like what the hell?
Well, no, you gotta pour one out for the
Bullshit,
homies that aren't there. I like the ones where it's people that I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know your name. I don't know you. I'm not gonna.
So you just
I'm not gonna-
randomly walk around and you're like, "Is there a Jenny around? Jenny."
Great. That'd be great if there was. First off, I'm sure
it's a great way to pick up women, right?
it is, and I'm sure someone's already done like a Vine like that. But that's a genius idea to do in real life.
Because Vine isn't real life.
No, have you seen Vine? Not really. It's opposite of real life, which is what's the opposite of real life?
Fake life.
There it is.
The Sims.
I was gonna say Half-Life, but I like The Sims too. SimCity, underrated game.
It was. So I went and saw the Frederick Keys this weekend.
Yeah, I saw that. The old Harry Grove
I was
Stadium.
basically sitting on the. I was basically sitting on the field.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was actually sitting next to two scouts.
Was one of them Albert Brooks?
I don't know. I mean,
that would have been great because then he was scouting. He would be scouting Brendan Fraser to pitch for the Yankees.
Ha
yeah. What was that all about?
Talking baseball with them the whole time. It was nice. I took my camera with me.
Talking
Took some pictures.
Baseball. Baseball.
I,
wasn't that a song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mike
Yeah.
Yastrzemski is on the floor. Is on the Frederick Keys. He is
Any relation to Carl Yastrzemski?
Yeah. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody. I mean, they mentioned it twice. Or every time he came up to bat. Yeah, he was pretty good. The Potomac Nationals. I think they had somebody who was like my size and 18 on their team. The kid looked young. Yeah, and it wasn't good baseball. So best part of the story is I left at the end of the ninth, like the bottom of the ninth inning. It ended. It was going to extra innings. So I was like, I'm not staying here. I have an hour to drive home. So I drove home and listened to the game on my phone. Well, I got home right before it ended in the 13th inning.
Jesus Christ.
A 2-1 baseball game after 13 innings.
So what were you doing
people
in Frederick?
say that soccer is boring.
What were you doing in
I
Frederick?
was supposed to meet up with somebody.
I see.
What?
Am I slow?
No, you're not slow.
I heard you the
internet
first
slow?
time, but then you said it again.
Okay. Yeah, you did rebound it a couple times on Johnny.
Okay.
So
Maybe.
Oh no, I was gonna say I was supposed to meet somebody halfway there. Like Frederick was halfway, but did not show. So I spent $12 on a ticket that didn't pan out.
Well,
But I had a lot of room
Or the
in the front seat. Well, the person didn't pan out. Yeah.
And by the way, is asking if Steve Yastrzemski or whatever his name was is related to Carl Yastrzemski? Come on, man.
No, it's Mike. It was Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Yeah,
And
and
that
that's not racist at all, Mark.
And
How is that racist? Poland isn't a race.
I know it could be.
That's true too. Tell that to Hitler.
Touche.
Plus, Mark, that's where the comedy's at. That's such an odd name. I'm gonna throw up a word association.
That would be like, are you guys brothers? Nope. Never seen them before.
Yeah.
That's also like every time you mention that you went to Mount St. Joe, somebody's like, "Oh, I know somebody who went to Mount St. Joe. Do you know Steve Brooks?"
Exactly. I know someone from Canada.
Is he related to Mel Brooks?
I know somebody from Canada. It works every time.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously know everyone in Canada, Scotty.
Exactly.
There's only like 15 people.
By the way, Johnny, you can follow the Mike Yastrzemski tours. He just got promoted to Bowie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 3 hours ago.
Right down the road.
He got his bat on the ball every time he was up to bat. He did get doubled off second base though on a line drive to the shortstop.
Ouch.
There were at least 6 times, and I counted all of them, where somebody got doubled off of a base on a line drive to the infield.
That's tremendous. That's fun. That's single A
that's
baseball
awful.
at its best.
But it was single A advanced.
That doesn't
You're
mean
right.
much.
Yeah,
It
what
means
is
that
with all
they're-
these multiple levels now in the minor leagues?
So I did have a question, and I don't know if we parlay this into hockey or not,
We probably find a way.
but are there really this many good baseball players that they can have 85 minor league baseball leagues?
No. There's just this many baseball players.
Doesn't the Major League Baseball draft go like 80 rounds?
Yes.
It's still
Or
going
something
on.
absurd?
It started 3 weeks ago. It's still going on as we speak.
You're joking, but you're
I
kind of
don't
not
know if I
joking.
am.
Some of the kids probably haven't been notified yet.
Exactly. Brady Anderson is still making picks. It's like a war of attrition. By the way, they call it the 2014 first-year player draft. I don't know what that means.
Does that mean it's no longer the entry draft?
Guess not.
Hmm. If you've crushed a lot, you cannot be in that draft.
No,
Oh.
exactly. 41 first-round picks, by the way. After the first round.
Hold on.
Yep.
Yep.
It's only 30 teams.
Yep. You have 27 first-round picks. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 compensatory picks. You have 1, 2,
This is
3, 4,
awesome.
5, 7 competitive balance round A picks.
Oh.
What
Are
about
there
round B?
also are there also international allocation spots like MLS?
Could be. We'll have to look into it.
Wow,
Yeah,
I
no,
did
this-
not know that baseball was so screwed up.
It is amazingly weird. By the way, here's how the breakdown goes. The first 2 rounds were conducted on June 5th. Rounds 3 through 10 on June 6th, and then the last 30 rounds on June 7th.
That sounds about right.
You know
How do
what?
you do 30
would
rounds? I couldn't do 30 rounds of a fantasy league that quickly. How do you do 30 rounds of actually drafting people?
I kind of want to. I kind of want to go to. I kind of want to get media credentials to a Major League Baseball draft.
Hey, man, it's in Secaucus, New Jersey.
I want to go and sit there and see how this occurs.
They do this from the MLB Network studios because they don't feel like working.
Like
So it's just-
honestly, are they just all on one massive conference call and they're like, "Yeah, we want this kid. Yeah, we want this kid. Yeah, we want this kid."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works afterwards.
Wow.
Just have a representative, and then you phone in your call, and then you go. Boom face.
That's amazing.
Dude, I couldn't imagine like the last. I like to say the last 30 rounds. So
Could
there's
you
40
imagine? Hold on. First of all, could you imagine having a mock draft for the Major League Baseball draft?
No.
By
Well,
the way,
Like
Not
even if
even
you
mock
only
drafts
did
for,
the
like-
first round, you would have to do 41 picks.
Not even mock drafts for the NFL draft or NHL draft go any farther than the first couple rounds. So
exactly.
No, but even if you pick the first, okay, so you pick the first 2 rounds, you have to pick 80 picks.
Yeah.
yeah. And how does that math anyway? It doesn't math to me.
How does that math?
Yeah.
Well, it may only be 71 because
By the way,
Scotty just said there were 7 compensatory A picks for competitive
no,
balance.
it's compensatory round, and then you have a competitive balance round A.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone knows this,
So does
Johnny.
that mean that the junk teams get 2 first-round picks?
Essentially. A lot of them have to do with like trades and compensation picks for guys signing and shit like that. I don't understand it. Like
This is awesome.
it's amazing. Like I mean the
I kind of want to go and watch Bowie play now because Mike Yastrzemski's there.
the Texas Rangers got a compensatory pick for Nelson Cruz signing with the Orioles. I don't know how that works. Apparently, if you lose a free agent, you get a draft pick. This should be
Yeah, but I
legit.
think it's determined by salary.
I guess,
actually.
but still, it seems weird. By the way, I just want to put this up here. On the Wikipedia page, which we all know is the bastion
Oh,
of
that's
information.
yeah, definitely gospel.
41 first-round picks, overall selections to be determined. This thing could still be going
I
on.
love TBD.
That was my
Well,
favorite live song.
Doesn't it also? Can't teams just not use picks toward the end of the
Yeah,
draft?
they start skipping. Just skip, skip,
That's how you go through 30 rounds in a day.
skip.
The last 15 rounds, only 2 teams pick.
I'm gonna find the final rounds. Here
Uh-oh.
we go.
Yes.
Hold on a second.
This is
Come
the best
on.
start to any show we have ever had, I think.
Don't autoplay on me. By the way, if you guys are not watching the Big Stand Invitational, I'm going to murder all of you.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
I've been watching.
Good. Well, I hope
I was
so.
there.
Alrighty, here we go. We're scrolling. I'm down to round 7, round 9, round 10, round 14. I'm going to find out who's the first skip of the draft. Round 16.
You can't use the find and look for skip.
No, because it's a list.
That's too easy.
Jesus Christ. There we go. Mute that. All right, here we go. Round 33. Still everyone going. So
Oh my
going
God,
strong.
really?
Round 34, 35. Teams going strong. Tad Gold, the Baltimore Orioles picked 1,051st overall. Center fielder out of Endicott.
That is awesome.
Then-
Tadpole. I bet you he's going to grow up to be somebody.
Then Alexander Lee at pick 1081, first baseman from Radford.
Wow.
Good for him.
Alexander Lee. I bet you he was part of the Civil War.
It could have been. Scrolling.
Is
Wow,
he- Was he any way related to General Lee?
he could have been.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so we finish off. They don't. Apparently, everyone picked in the exact thing. We finished with 1,215 picks in 40 rounds of the MLB draft this year.
That's absurd.
That
I
was
can't fathom that amount of people aren't even in Major League Baseball right now.
Yeah, but do you know how many people...
Hold on.
If you included everybody that worked for the teams, they're probably not 12.
How many players are on each roster?
25-man roster to start, and then expands to 40.
25-man roster.
Just
All
go
right.
straight to the 40.
But yeah, just go right to the 40 over 30. That's still what 100.
Well, 25 times 30 is 750. So if we're looking at 40 times 30, I mean that's
1,200.
1,200. That's
1,200.
easy.
That's the same amount as the number of picks that just came into the Major League draft.
By the way, your Mr. Irrelevant is Davis Ward, right-handed pitcher from Ucacha Baptist, picked by the San Luis Cardinal.
That's amazing. I feel like baseball single-handedly keeps America afloat.
What?
Like, imagine how many people are employed by the sport of baseball just in minor league and Major League Baseball.
That's a lot of people. But in the minor leagues, is it enough to sustain a quality of life? Is it
They
like
have to
do they
be
still
making
have
it-
to work at the grocery store?
Like, the coaches have to be making a decent amount of money. Like, how can that not be? I mean, maybe it's not their full-time job, but, I mean, would Sean do it? Maybe we should ask Sean if Sean would be a minor league coach instead of coaching at DeMatha. I wonder which one actually makes more money.
Ooh,
Coaching at DeMatha
that's a good question.
or coaching like the Frederick Keys.
Well, the
You know what?
real question is how much money do the Frederick Keys make compared to how much money the DeMatha athletics program makes?
Hold on.
Well, see, that's
the
not
announce-
fair.
The
Yes, it
announced
is.
Attendance is
No.
the attendance
Sure it is.
on Saturday's game was a amazing 2,273.
Well,
And
how
think
much-
about it. DeMatha has multiple sports, but they can't charge tickets, right? Or do they charge for tickets?
They charge for tickets.
They charge for
Their
tickets.
charges for tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then they can charge for tickets. I guarantee you that they're getting money from Under Armour, Nike, whoever sponsors their uniforms because they're nationally ranked teams. I bet DeMatha's athletic budget is higher than what the Frederick Keys make in a year.
I don't doubt that because it's multiple sports.
I do like minor league
But
baseball,
this is
though.
a professional franchise we're talking about.
It's single A baseball.
It's single A advanced.
It's barely above high school.
I mean,
And it's in
we
Frederick.
were quite literally so close to the field that a foul ball came back to the padded wall where the guy was standing on the on-deck circle, and he turned around and handed it to somebody in the first row.
Perfect.
I did like it, though.
You know what? I think
did
some of the
also-
high.
I also came to the realization that minor league baseball is an extremely dangerous sport
Is
because
totally-
everybody is sitting within 12 rows from the field, and the foul balls still come just as quickly.
Oh yeah, dude. come quicker because you don't have to deal with all that bullshit in front of you. You actually have to pay attention to the goddamn game unless you're at the Delmarva Shorebirds game where there's a fucking Ferris wheel.
There's
And
a Ferris wheel in Frederick too.
there's one in Bowie. There's a kid's a merry-go-round in Bowie.
Yeah.
Oh no, there is a merry-go-round. It was a merry-go-round, not a Ferris wheel. My bad. I got my carnival rides mixed up.
Typical.
It was a sideways Ferris wheel.
But I want to say this. I mean, every minor league ballpark pretty much looks the same because there's no such thing as outfield stands. So you get all that sponsorship on the outfield walls.
It's true.
It's like nothing but.
It's also dangerous. Getting back to the dangerous part is because you're drinking $2 beers.
That's true. Also,
very
I got a
dangerous.
22-ounce beer and a hamburger, and the lady was like, "All right, $10."
Wow.
Sweet. Thank you.
Tremendous.
And they had dogfish.
Nice.
I think.
Isn't that where the
Or
home
no,
base
no.
for
What's the one out? The one in
Flying
Frederick?
dog.
Flying
Yeah, it
Dog?
was Flying Dog. That was
Yeah.
there. It's true.
You're close.
Yeah,
Almost had
I
it.
was. Any foul balls that were hit outside of the park went into the kids' baseball fields that were down there too. So there were kids just running around picking up baseballs. These
Hold on.
kids, they'll never know how hard it is to catch a foul ball.
Timeout. This fun fact from Harry Grove Stadium.
Yeah.
On August 19, 2006, Bob Dylan played to a sellout crowd during his third annual Summer Minor League Baseball Park Tour. Bob Dylan goes around to minor league baseball parks and sells them out because that's what Bob Dylan does.
Yeah, but how many people were considered a sellout? 8,000?
Probably. Bob Dylan knows his groove. He's not playing these big venues where he knows he probably won't sell out. He'll go to these podunk towns with minor league baseball and say, I'm playing here. Still the baseball park. Hey.
The University of Maryland soccer team draws more fans than the Frederick Keys.
The record attendance for the Frederick Keys is 6 people over 11,000 in 97.
Wow.
Capacity is 5,500.
Well, there was a wide concourse, so there probably
That's
could have been
just mean. You can't say that.
a lot of people. I mean, it was massive. It was a huge concourse. Yeah.
I need to find out how big, like what the Mathis capacity for their ball club is. See, this is where Sean needs to show up. He needs to have his LOL, let me in.
I want to text him, but I feel like he's coaching Maryland baseball.
He probably is.
He's just a serial coach now.
He really is. God bless him, though. Riverdale Park is where they play. By the way, fun fact, the Stags are ranked number 29 in the USA by Collegiate Baseball. How about that?
Just above the Frederick Keys.
Yeah.
Zach,
You know,
Actually, who is the Orioles single A team? If the Keys are single A advanced,
aren't
who
the
is-
Ironbirds? Aberdeen
No.
Ironbirds?
it's the Ironbirds, and I think they have another one. Hold on.
I thought it might have
Shorebirds.
been the
The
Iron.
Salisbury Shorebirds.
Yeah, the Delmarva Shorebirds are another. That's full season.
Bowie is double A, right?
Yeah,
What is
Norfolk.
full season? What is this?
Well, here was a cool
Do they
thing
just
that occurred
constantly
with-
keep playing games all year round?
So
Well,
the Frederick Keys at the beginning at mid-season, whoever was leading at mid-season, like won the first part of the season, and then they played a second season.
All right, here we go. The Norfolk Tide are the AAA.
Ah, Norfolk.
Bowie Bay Sox are the AA. Frederick Keys, Delmarva Shorebirds, and Aberdeen Ironbirds are single A. The Gulf Coast League Orioles are the rookie league. And then the DSL Orioles 1 and 2 are also a thing.
What? What is
The
the DSL?
Apparently high speed. They're
You
very
don't know
high
what
speed.
DSL means?
Dominican Summer League.
oh.
The Orioles have 2 teams in the Dominican Summer Leagues, which is rookie ball.
Yep. I mean, you could go below that, 56K.
Yeah, no, and then the 28-8 is just...
That's
The funny thing
basically
is,
high
with
school
20
ball.
with the 56K, everyone's like, "Hey, let's go dial them up." And the game has to stop every time they make a call to the bullpen.
That's because you have to sign off in order to make a call.
that is good stuff.
That was good. That was
All right,
nice.
so Riverdale Park is where DeMatha plays. Park
Wow.
capacity. Let's
Who
see what
would
the
have thought
Riverdale.
that we could have talked a half an hour about the Frederick Keys.
Well, listen. Of course, I'm only getting Riverdale Park for Toronto.
Same
DeMatha.
place.
DeMatha. There we go. Spell English. Doesn't give a capacity. We should. You know what, Sean? Find a capacity. New turf field for DeMatha. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, the Frederick Keys did not have a turf field.
You should search DeMatha and sell out.
Well, I'll do that, but every DeMatha athlete that came up would be a sellout.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would just come up with pictures of Nike cloths.
Exactly.
Did Kevin Durant go to? He didn't go to DeMatha.
Kevin
Did he?
Durant.
No. I don't think
He went to
No.
a prep school around here, but I don't remember which one.
Did he go to? He didn't go to
so.
Oak
Is he
Hill.
coming to the? Did I see something that he's playing with the Wizards?
No, Paul Pierce is though.
No,
Oh.
here's what happened: is they did a whole thing about what if players like LeBron went home, and Kevin Durant would have been one of the guys who came
Yeah.
back to the Wizards.
Steve
because
Blake,
of-
Rudy Gay, Kevin Durant.
Gotcha.
Wasn't even Steve Blake.
Steve Blake wasn't even on that team.
No,
Oh, because Steve Blake is from Florida.
Yeah.
That's right.
Montrose Christian is
Juan
where
Dixon would have though.
Montrose Christian, and then he went to Oak Hill Academy. Kevin Durant. Hold on, let me see. NBA going home. Let's see if wherever the hell is
I mean, I don't follow Facebook that often, but when pictures show up on Facebook and it has Kevin Durant and like the Washington was something about the Washington Wizards, I was like, oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, they made a whole big thing of that. I'm trying to find it right now because it was pretty interesting to look at.
Was that their like retaliation or trying to fight against the ESPN Body Edition?
Doubt it. I don't think so. Should have been though.
Do they fight at all?
Who?
Does Sports Illustrated and ESPN the magazine care about each other?
When's the last time you cared about Sports Illustrated?
When's the last time you cared? Well, other than Hillary Knight, when's the last time you cared about ESPN the magazine?
This is true too. Very good
You
point.
care about both of them once a year, the Swimsuit edition and the Body edition.
Wow, you know what? That's actually a good correlation there, Johnny.
What do they have in common?
Titties.
There you go. Even if they're Prince Fielder's titties.
Fucking God bless. God bless.
He was allowed to show his, at least.
Which I think is just bad. Like, why can't you let the girls show theirs too?
Yeah.
It's just a little fatty tissue. Which, by the way, is my jazz name. Fatty tissue.
Little fatty tissue.
Little fatty tissue. I'm just gonna go to, you know what? I'm just gonna go to Dave's Facebook page because that's easier than scrolling through this bullshit that I'm scrolling through.
Dave like Comage?
David P. Delakovich. Who works at the FedEx office, everybody. Don't know what that means, but he's working the FedEx office.
That's my package.
He's asking if the weekend, if it's the weekend yet. It's not the weekend, Dave.
Everybody's working for it, though.
Exactly. Dave talking about MLB Summer League because he's betting on those games.
Has he gone to DSL yet?
Wait a minute. Isn't every MLB a summer league? How is the what is?
No, the NBA Summer League.
Oh, okay.
Yes, every well, except when you play in Australia.
That's true. It's a winter league.
Does Australia have baseball leagues that like?
Yeah, they play in the winter. I bet.
Wow. I mean, I wouldn't know.
When does isn't Australian hockey in our summer? Clearly.
Yes. It's going on right now.
Because it's their winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all backwards down there.
It's crazy bullshit, man. All right, here we go. Found it. Here's what NBA teams would look like if every player went home. Fuck, that took a while. Where are you, Wizards? Scroll. By the way, the Charlotte Hornets have probably one of the best looking arrangements now in the NBA. Back to the old teal and purple.
Gotta love that.
Here we go. Carmelo Anthony would be on the Wizards. Rudy Gay, Kevin Durant, Roy Hibbert, and Ty Lawson.
Roy Hibbert. I don't know who Ty Lawson is, but Roy Hibbert, I forgot about him.
That's a hell of a five.
What about Hassan Fofana? And who was the guy that went to Spalding?
Will Bauer?
Will Bowers, yes. Why isn't he on the list?
Because they already have Rudy Gay.
Spalding. Will Bowers is probably the sixth man.
They already have Rudy
Yeah.
Gay. They already have their Spalding allotment. They don't need anybody else.
Yeah, they need a sixth man.
Yeah, it's true. They do need.
They do need someone to serve their Gatorade.
Exactly. If anybody can be the 12th man on that roster, it's Will Bowers.
And somebody for Gary Williams to yell at.
I actually have a better chance of making the Wizards.
I think you have a better vertical than him too.
Well, it's true, but I need it. I'm not 6'5".
Oh God.
I get up and block one of his shots.
A terrible basketball player.
Really was.
He was a folk hero at Maryland, though.
He was. I can't find the math capacity. Hell, we should just text Sean. Sean, is your stadium bigger than Harry Grove? LOL.
You want me to ask? I'll ask him.
Yeah, ask him.
It'll be a new Sean quest, like a Sean capacity.
It'd be literally a Sean quest. Sean capacity.
Ooh, I like this new
SeanGeek.com.
gimmick. We just give things Sean to do, and we'll call them Sean quests.
Yes.
Since MapQuest isn't a thing anymore.
God, I miss MapQuest.
Or is it? I'm
It's
looking
still
it up.
a thing. It's still a thing.
Do you think that does MySpace still update? Yeah, MapQuest is awful. That is so bad.
MapQuest is just terrible.
What are you still doing? Why are you still doing this?
What are you still doing this for?
All right, so I asked, is the Mathis Stadium bigger than Harry Grove Stadium?
Nice. He'll probably give you back dimensions too.
The interesting part about it
No,
too
he's
was
gonna
that
think that you mean distance-wise.
Yeah,
I
just
know.
good.
the difference. The funny thing too was that the distances were marked at like 3/4 of the way up the wall, because
Wow.
there was a 30-foot wall all the way around the park.
It's just ads.
So it's all ads. So we're sitting there talking with the scouts at one point, and the guy was like, "Is that only one wall out there, or are there like multiple walls that you have to hit it over?" And I'm like, I'm looking through my camera lens, and I'm like, I'm not sure. It looks like it's all one piece, but I mean, 400 feet and then up a 30-foot wall is a shot. And the guy, he was like, "Yeah, that might just be 400 feet to the top of the wall." And I was like, that would actually make a lot more sense. And then in the second inning or fourth inning or something, one of the Keys guys hits what would be a grand slam, but because the foul poles were like 15 feet high and didn't even go like above the wall, basically, it ended up being foul. He got thrown out of the game, more kerfluffle. People went to the showers early. But he crushed this ball, and it looked like it was a 325. But I mean, this ball was gone.
By the
What
way,
is that?
this is the perfect amount. This is the Frederick Key Stadium.
Oh yeah, it is. You see, behind the home plate there was right where I was sitting in those
Like right
orange
here?
seats, front row.
Nice. Even these back row tickets, these blue seats, these cheap seats, as it were.
Yeah, those were $9. Jesus.
Wow, Jesus, fucking! How are you? Why were you able to mingle with them? Why didn't you have a separate entrance?
For $3 more, I mean, I got to sit right on the field.
You got to get right at it, and you know what? The Florida Marlins hired you as a scout.
So here was
That's-
awesome. Here was an awesome thing too. So the
Look
fence.
at the box seats too, by the way. The box
So-
seats are fantastic.
That's what I was going to talk about. So the screen, right? So the screen is one of those just straight up screens. No one has the screen that comes across the top anymore.
That's too
So-
expensive.
Every foul ball that came over the screen would hit the windows on the suite and bounce back toward you.
Good
So
God.
every time there was a foul ball, you had to turn around to make sure you weren't getting hit in the back of the head with the baseball.
You gotta play the hop. You gotta play the hop off the glass.
I almost got one. There was a ball that came down and it bounced off the concourse and it was on its way down, but somebody tried to catch it and made it change directions and it went somewhere else. If they wouldn't have touched it, it quite literally would have landed like right in my lap. Without
Johnny-
moving, I would have gotten a baseball.
You know what you have to do now, right?
Start beating people up at minor league
You have to
baseball.
go to well, that too.
Yes.
You have to go to every minor league ballpark in Maryland.
Oh,
Mm,
wow.
maybe that's our next big stand tour.
I think so too. Delmarva, Frederick, Hagerstown.
I'm just gonna start. Well, I'm just gonna start
Aberdeen.
following Mike Yastrzemski around. I mean, he's in
True.
Bowie. I gotta catch him in Bowie before he gets set back down.
Or sent to Norfolk.
Yeah, that's a hell of a trip. That's not even worth it.
I like how the Orioles have all their affiliates within a good 4-hour, 5-hour drive of them.
Yeah, just in case.
Just FY, you know.
Oh, that was another great thing too. So, the radio broadcast, they were basically the
Pumping that
entire
into the
radio
speakers?
broadcast. They were like the Frederick Keys once played, or Manny Machado, Ted Bundy, and
Ted
Dylan-
Bundy.
not
Dylan
Ted
Bundy.
Dylan Bundy. And,
You know, Ted Bundy used to tell those stories about how he was really good at
Yeah.
playing
he
with
was
the
a great baseball player.
Great.
But they were like Machado, Bundy, and Matt Wieters all played here.
You like how I was talking about Al Bundy
Oh,
and not
not
Ted
the mass
Bundy,
murderer Ted
not,
Bundy.
not the mass
Yeah.
murderer.
There was a time where Ted Bundy got every baseball that was hit out of Area Grove Park.
Well, here's the thing. Dylan Bundy is talking about how he had 4 straight strikeouts in an inning for Polk High.
That's true.
Yep. And how he can throw a baseball a quarter mile.
Exactly. How's this tie in with hockey? Well, I'll tell you. As first reported on the Farm Report, which was first reported elsewhere, the AHL is changing their rules. They're having some rule changes, and this could affect the NHL starting next year because, of course, the AHL is the lab monkey for the NHL. And I'm going to get your guys' opinion on this.
They
So-
suck.
All right. Well, then, done and done. Done and dusted. Back to minor league ball talk. So Hagerstown's in the news.
Woohoo!
No, so sudden death
What is
over
Hagerstown? Is Hagerstown a double or a 1A?
single A, yeah. They play in the same league as Frederick.
Are they advanced?
Yeah, they play in the the Southern Athletic League.
I don't want to see a non-advanced 1A.
Oh, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I mean, that's just crap baseball, I'm sure.
Nah, Delmarva's, they play at Purdue Stadium.
I think you and I played better baseball back in middle school, John.
You and I had better games on Ken Griffey Jr. baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, Wade Boggs was he was so good in those games. You couldn't hit a ball past him.
Nope.
He'd slap
Wow.
it right down the third baseline.
Vacuum
guy.
cleaner.
Anyway, and where were we?
Hagerstown
Oh,
Suns are
And
what?
sorry, before we go to hockey, real quick. So
right.
Frederick Suns, the
Frederick
Frederick
Keys.
Keys, they had a guy on their team called Glenn Davis. And he's
Nice.
still shitty.
Perfect. What it is, it's actually the real Glenn Davis.
I was like, really? I'm like,
Did
if
you
your
get-
name is Glenn Davis, why would you ever want to play for the Orioles organization?
Did you get mad at him for the Steve Finley trade?
I did. I actually. And when he first came up, and they're like, now batting Glenn Davis. I was like, what? I was angry for like a second, and I was like, oh, it's not that Glenn Davis.
So yeah, boo!
I was like, you cost us Pete Harnish and Steve Finley.
You should have heckled the crap out of him. He had no idea what you were
Kurt
talking
Schilling.
about.
Kurt Schilling, yeah.
You bastard.
Pete Harnish afterwards, like, okay, maybe we've dodged the bullet with that. But Kurt Schilling, I mean, hell. By the way, the Hagerstown Suns play at Municipal Stadium, easy for me to say, which was opened in 1930, and their mascot is Wooly, a giant woolly bear caterpillar.
Oh.
A bear caterpillar?
A woolly
why
bear
not?
caterpillar.
What?
Sure.
What?
Yeah.
We'll find. You
What's
guys-
so
It's a
wrong with
bear
that?
caterpillar.
what does it have to do with the sun?
Well, the Keys had the
Oh my
Keys
god,
mascot
this is nightmare fuel. Hold on a second. Let you guys keep talking. I want to find.
The mascot is his name is Quixote.
Don Quixote?
He's a coyote, but they call him Quixote. And for the first 3 innings, I thought that they were calling him peyote, and I was like, hold on, isn't that weed?
No, that's acid.
Oh, that's acid? Oh, sorry. I got my drugs mixed up, too. Jesus, I'm having a bad night.
These things happen. Don't worry about it, John. I have to find a good picture. By the way, the Hagerstown Suns play the West Virginia Power tonight.
Is that the Willpower?
Yeah. Oh, there's also a team in Waldorf. I forgot about that. Yeah, the Waldorf.
Little things.
I wish. No, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are what they're called. Play out in Waldorf. Also,
so, there's not a chance that we can do all of this in one day.
Oh no, this is a whole week.
This has got to be a weekend thing, right?
Yeah.
Like Thursday to Sunday, we could hit up every minor league baseball stadium in Maryland. I think we could
also,
make
by
this
the way, the Hagerstown Suns waiting for the Kannapolis Intimidators to come up too. That's a thing. It's Intimidators. Oh my God! Here we go.
They all dress like Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, well, that's what it's named after. My God, this, like, honestly, how is this mascot a thing? This is Woolly Bear, ladies and gentlemen, the Hagerstown mascots, or Hagerstown Suns mascot. That is frightening.
Why does he have one tooth?
That's a frightening. First off, when did Caterpillar have arms and legs?
He's not wearing pants.
He's got this dead-eye stare. One tooth. His jersey's not buttoned up properly. He looks nothing like a caterpillar.
The only thing that would make that better is if it had, like, hair coming out of the V-neck. Like, that would be fantastic, actually.
It's awful.
Well, it has to be more woolly than that, right? I mean...
Yes, but it also has to be a cat. Get your arms out of there, stupid. Don't be like the Calgary Vipers mascot where they have like a snake and the next thing you know, it's got arms.
What's she selling there?
Cupcakes. Yeah, it's a little cupcake action.
Why is he not looking at the cupcakes?
Because he's...
It's making me...
He's looking for
deeply
into your soul. That's why.
He's looking for a place to put a cocoon so he can turn into a butterfly.
Yeah, how many mascots do they go through every year?
They all die at the end.
From shame.
Exactly, just from shame and ridicule. All right, enough of you.
Wow.
That's
yeah, so AHL hockey. Whew.
Tell you what, there's going to be a nightmare trying to keep up with what the hell's going on in the AHL with the overtime. All right, so it's a 7-minute overtime.
Okay.
Starts 4-on-4. Then at the first whistle after the first 3 minutes of play, it goes to 3-on-3 for the rest of the overtime. So this could be coming to an NHL arena near you starting next season, not next season, the season after. 15,
Are they
16.
also switching sides so you have the long change?
It doesn't say that, so no.
This is dumb.
If you're just gonna do 3-on-3, just do 3-on-3.
Yeah.
Let's not do this whole caveat.
No, well, I'm gonna throw the wrench in this. I really do like the game of chance that occurs because this could stay 4-on-4 for a full 7 minutes. You never really know. There might be no whistles at all. But then you could also get a whistle at like 3:01 and be playing 4 minutes of 3-on-3 hockey.
That's true.
Like I kind of like that. I mean, you can bet on it. First of all, I mean, there's over-unders then for overtime. Oh no, when the extra skater comes off the ice.
Vegas loves this.
I say what they need to do is just make it 10 minutes. After the first 3 minutes, it turns to 3-on-3, and then after the next 2 minutes, it goes to 2-on-2, and then fans are allowed to throw stuff on the ice.
Isn't that
how it works?
That's more so. They do that anyway. So I think it's just by the way, they had their convention at Hilton Head Island in South Carolina because that's the hub of AHL hockey. So another rule is that any
I agree
player
with Mark. It stinks.
I like it.
Oh.
I like it a lot. I think this is great, but I think you also need to throw in the long change. You throw in the long change in 3-on-3 hockey, that's when things get fun. That's when people stop complaining about the shootout.
That's when somebody starts to get hurt.
That's when we say, hey, listen, maybe the shootout isn't all that bad.
He's
this
he's
just
the
sounds
first
too
player that gets hurt trying to play 3-on-3 for 4 minutes.
Oh, that'd be terrible, but great.
I mean, you still get line changes, right?
Yeah,
I understand that, but 3-on-3 is not natural for hockey. Especially, what are they
I
gonna
remember
make
playing 3-on-3 hockey all the time in Wayne Gretzky hockey.
in our driveway.
This isn't NHL hits.
That's what it was, NHL hits.
I was actually trying to go with hit the ice with my 2-on-2 and
That is a 2-on-2, yeah.
and people throwing stuff on the ice.
They're just a bunch of savages at the Midway Arena, though.
They were.
Like, honestly, but let's be honest at that one. Why were they wearing T-shirts on the ice? Like, why did teams not able to afford? Maybe that was like the single A of hockey is hit the ice.
It was probably a single A advanced.
Yeah, exactly. You can't afford it, and you have guys with mullets. And there's no penalties called.
And lots of people with no teeth.
Exactly. It's terrible.
The fans had no teeth.
Throwing sodas on the ice.
Goalies are wearing the old fiberglass mask.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Also, they are going. Any player assessed 2 major penalties for fighting or 3 major penalties for any infraction in the same game will be given an automatic game misconduct.
First of all, how is that not a rule already?
Yeah, I don't know either. That seems odd.
I would like to know how one person can get 30 minutes in penalties and not get kicked out of the game already.
Exactly, and not just be stapled to the bench.
But I like that there's a rule now.
Yeah, no, it's in stone, just in case because we all know all the fights that happen in the hockeys in the AHLs.
Yeah, that's a good distraction or distractor.
Detractor.
Detractor.
Yeah. Of
detractor.
They're trying to take. Is that like the guy from Fantasy Island?
Yes, except from the south.
Instead of seeing blades, he was like detractor.
No, Cletus. That is just a regular card. Also, the IIHF rule is in effect for helmets. So if you lose your helmet, you have to immediately exit the playing surface or get a minor penalty.
I like that.
Or put your helmet back on.
I like that.
I like it too. Why was that not a rule before?
Right. That's fine.
All right, so that's it. There's nothing crazy. They're not like making part of the ice rubber
crazy.
synthetic and seeing what happens.
Nothing crazy. We're just having 3-on-3 hockey. It's
No, I mean they're not changing. Like they're not moving lines around. They're not widening, widthening.
I would like them to widen the lines.
I want them to widthen some lines.
I would also like them to go to different color ice. Try something that's a little bit brighter, maybe like a lime ice or something.
But the line. Well, don't worry. There's going to be enough. There's enough causes this year that they're going to put red ice and pink ice and purple ice.
Turn it into one of the like Nike Vision balls, where it's like bright yellow ice with like blue lines. I bet that makes it really easy to see the puck.
And while we're at it, give all of the fans laser tag guns. We can put little spots on all the players' helmets, and if they get shot more than 10 times, they have to go to the penalty box.
Perfect.
Wow.
Let's make it happen. By the way, here we go. Minor league teams in Maryland: Aberdeen, Bowie, Delmarva, Frederick, Hagerstown, and Southern Maryland.
That is a lot of distance.
Brooks Robinson owns the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. How about that?
That's cool. So that's quite literally from Hagerstown to Delmarva is what, 6 hours?
Windows to the walls, yeah. I'd have to say so. Let Sean quest it.
You want me to ask Sean? He didn't get back to me about the size of DeMatha Stadium versus Harry Grove yet. I'll find out about it on Saturday. I'll report back to you guys next week.
Perfect. I'm going to get directions from MapQuest because this is how I roll.
You might not. Don't click on get directions because it may bring down the whole site.
They play in Salisbury, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Is that where Hagerstown or where's?
No, that's not where Hagerstown is.
That's not where Hagerstown. Wow, we're looking at just Wow, okay, 3 hours and 2 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
Hagerstown's at least 2 hours from here. And Mark might be muted, but I'm pretty certain Salisbury's at least 2 hours in the other direction.
I was muted, and I was just pointing out to you guys that there is an airport in Hagerstown.
There is that airport in Hagerstown we can fly to.
Oh, that would be awesome. Let's take the airport from Hagerstown to Salisbury's airport.
Here you go, Johnny. Here it is. I-50. It's only 280 kilometers from Hagerstown to Salisbury.
There's not a chance that's 3 hours.
3 hours and 3 minutes based on current traffic going through Route 50.
All right. Well, that's an easy trip then.
Yeah, because you're on 50 for like 100 miles.
Yeah, we passed like 12 Wawas, so it'll go like real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah. We should do that easily. We could hit up a day-night doubleheader. Probably not.
You know what? Let's just go bowling all across Maryland.
We could actually. We could start at Hagerstown for a 1 p.m. game and then hit up Frederick for a 7 p.m. game.
That's true.
So we could definitely take them both out at the same time.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Isn't there a what's the bridge tunnel combination? Kind of like the Taco Bell Pizza Hut.
That's going to Norfolk.
Ah, darn.
Yeah, that is Norfolk.
So is there really only one way to get back across the bay once you're down in Salisbury to come across the Bay Bridge?
Unless you have a kayak, yeah.
Yeah. We should definitely rent kayaks. We could leave a rental car in Salisbury, and then just kayak from Salisbury over to Waldorf.
To another rental car, and then we'll drive.
That's already waiting for us.
Exactly, it's already running.
Right. At a Wawa.
I love this idea.
We get an MTO, and
we're gonna need something to eat. We just kayaked across the Chesapeake Bay.
And that Purdue chicken ain't gonna last us that long in that kayak. Believe me.
Not at all. We can't take it with us. Seagulls are gonna come after us.
Exactly, shorebirds, as it were.
What's the soccer team called?
The Bows?
Just the Bays? Or are they the Bows?
The Bows.
The Bohemian. Baltimore Bohemian.
I don't even know if they exist anymore.
No, they're still around.
Oh, nice. They made it 2 seasons.
Yeah, no, apparently they did it. They keep moving around their stadiums, though.
They were already playing in a park.
Exactly.
Are they playing at Bonvegna now?
They're playing at Paul Angelo Russo in Towson.
Oh. Hold on. Towson doesn't have a soccer team anymore. So they're playing in the soccer stadium that's not being used on Towson's campus?
I think so, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because they moved around a couple of times. And former U.S. national team member Santino Quarta is the replacement head coach now.
Nice.
And I've never understood why. Why is he called the replacement head? You could just call him the head coach. It's so degrading to be called the interim head coach or the replacement head coach.
He replaced the coach that got fired.
Right, just call him the head coach then. Even if it's on an interim basis.
Hold on a minute.
It's a replacement.
Johnny, they're not playing at Towson. They're playing at Calvert Hall.
Even better.
They played in Bel Air in 2012.
Uh-huh.
They played at the Ridley Athletic Complex at Loyola last year.
That
in
place is
2013.
awesome, by the way.
And in 2014, they're playing at Calvert Hall.
Nice. So I'm guessing that by next season, they will be at Bonvegna. Either that or Patterson Park.
Or they're playing at St. Joe Stadium.
Yeah, it's new.
It's a big enough place.
It is.
It's got turf.
Mm-hmm.
Turf and things. Yeah, but their uniforms are pretty damn awesome.
So do you think that they can sell beer at Calvert Hall?
Nope.
Nah. Which is odd.
So they're named after a beer, but they're not able to sell such things called beer.
Yep. But God would not allow that.
No.
By the way, they're playing the Jersey Express tonight in Newark.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay, good.
There's that. Also,
There's probably a jazz concert going on at halftime.
they fell to Long Island in their last home game. The Rough Riders beat them. Cowbell.
Ding.
Uh,
I never found the cowbell. I don't know what happened to the Rough Riders cowbell.
What?
Yeah. Now that I can actually use it,
No, it's no longer to be found.
I don't know where it is. I found the T-shirt and I found Teddy Roosevelt soccer ball.
Oh, they changed their jerseys.
What?
Yeah, they changed their kit for this year.
Are they just red jerseys with the Natty Boh logo on the front of it, like Mark?
Oh no, I like.
jerseys?
You know what? I like these.
awesome.
I like these a lot better.
Really?
I like these a little better.
Oh, those are nice. I might have to get one of those.
60 bones.
It's not bad at all.
Well,
I would
that's really-
definitely rock that out on EPL day.
In
think, Mark?
comparison to this, the old
Go back again. Go back to new.
to new. New.
I still like I like the old ones better.
Yeah.
I do like the old ones better, but the new ones still have the old ones. What are they? $50 and still in stock?
$50 and still in stock.
Yeah, I might buy one of those. What
might buy a
sizes do
trip
they have on there?
Extra small, extra large, XXL, trip XL.
Smalls would work.
I think smalls would work.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I like that. It's got the Natty Boh logo on it too. I like that. I might order one of those tomorrow at work.
You know what? I might have to order one too. They got trip XL, and I need a soccer jersey.
Do you want me to just order you one and I can keep it here, or I'll ship it to you? Because it's probably less expensive.
That's probably true. Yeah, sure. I'll drop you 50 bones. I'll send you
Can
over
you
to
send
50
me that
bones.
link?
And yeah, I will.
That way I don't have to find it myself.
Perfect.
Thanks.
No problem, buddy.
That's worth 50 bones to me.
That's worth $50, so I don't have to go searching for it myself. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's perfect. I'm definitely getting one of those.
Mark, do you want the link too?
Yes, please. I might get one.
Yes, please.
Maybe I'll just
Maybe
buy
if you-
John one for his birthday.
Maybe if
There.
we order 3 of them, then they'll give us a discount.
If
Either
we buy
that,
3
or
of them, we can...
they'll allow us to play on the team.
Exactly. Listen, guys, you're gonna be playing next game. We need some people.
I mean,
What
now
you
that
do-
you got the jerseys.
We're gonna take you up to Long Island. There's this goddamn Teddy Roosevelt mascot that's been on our asses all year long. Ah, shit.
Whew, the hard part's out of the way. You've got the jerseys. Now, that's what we need you to do.
Now listen, do you know not to use your hands? Good. Get out there. Sub in. What? See, that was the problem with going to games. Is like if you went to a game and you had a jersey on, odds are you could have got subbed in.
Yeah. Get Mike Yastrzemski out of there. We need to get one of those kids in.
Yeah, he needs to. He just got picked by the Orioles, 187th overall.
You know, I think the kid's got great talent, but he's using a goddamn baseball for a corner. I don't know what's going on with this kid. By the way, some other hockey news to throw out to you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hockey.
Maybe. We are kind of doing this.
Yeah, Bow jerseys.
Yeah, Bo jerseys. Bono's jerseys. Terrible. The Toronto Maple Leafs. You know that team? They're a team that plays in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
They're ranked the 26th most valuable franchise on the Forbes list of 50 most valuable franchises.
I can believe that.
Believe that, son. Despite being in the process for selling for $2 billion, the Los Angeles Clippers did not make the list. So there you go.
What someone will pay for something and what something is worth are two different things.
I know, that's
This
what
is
Dad always taught us with
Yeah.
baseball cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you have all those Todd Van Poppels now that are worth what? Nothing.
the
Yeah,
same
I
thing
got a
as
lot
the
of-
Eric Lindros rookies.
I have
Yeah.
a lot of Pat Listash and Chuck Knobloch things that are worth nothing too.
Nice.
At Listash, what a pool.
Oh, Sean says that DeMatha Stadium is not bigger than Harry Grove Stadium.
But what does he mean? Does he mean like down the line, or does he mean in the crowd? Because he could think that Harry Grove Stadium's like 335 down the line, but the Massive Stadium's only 315. That'd be great. Anyway. Leafs are valued at $1.15 billion. You're scoring at home, or even if you're alone. And the 50th ranked team is AC Milan at $856 million. While Real Madrid, number 1 overall pick, $3.44 billion. New York Yankees, top North American League team at $2.5 billion, ranking 4th overall. So there you go. This is the news that comes out of hockey. Sidney Crosby won't need surgery for his wrist, so there's that. Kevin Dineen, the former coach of the Canadian women's gold medal team, is now an assistant coach for the Chicago Blackhawks. The Toronto Maple Leafs missed out on trying to hire him as the Toronto Marlies coach. Therefore, they got Gord Dineen, the obviously non-union equivalent of Kevin Dineen.
They got a Dineen, though. That's like half the battle.
They got their Dineen. Tony Granato, hired as an assistant coach for the Detroit Red Wings. Of course, Tony Granato, former Colorado Avalanche head coach during the dead eras of those, or the ending days of the rivalry between the Avalanche and the Red Wings, and
also
Tom,
big brother.
Yeah.
Of
What?
Tammy.
Yeah, Cammy Granato.
Cammy. And Tammy. They were twins.
Were they? Wow. What happened to Tammy?
You know what I know.
Amy,
Also,
Amy was the better hockey player.
heyo. Also, Tom Rennie named new CEO of Hockey Canada. So, shout out Tom Rennie. Good luck to you, I guess. I don't know what that means. You got big shoes to fill? I don't know. Hey, we're working off 2 gold medals from the Olympics. Make it better. Also, ESPY Awards are tonight, and rather than putting on TSN, that's on TSN2, pregame right now going on for Vancouver-Toronto. Actually, on right now, Vancouver-Toronto, MLS action on the TSN.
Oh, that's big.
While the ESPYs are on TSN2.
Yeah.
The ESPY Awards countdown. I apologize.
You can't preempt Vancouver-Toronto for ESPYs.
No.
I think it could, because Drizzy Drake is Toronto native, is hosting. So he's going to make all the ladies feel good out in the crowd. When did the ESPYs stop mattering? Was that like 10 years ago, or?
I didn't even know they were tonight.
Well,
who's hosting?
Drake.
Oh, I thought he was just a musical guest.
No, this isn't SNL.
Why is Drake? What? What does Drake have to do with anything?
Drake is the global ambassador for the Toronto Raptors. He's a big NBA guy. He's a big Johnny Manziel guy. He wrote a song about Johnny Manziel, for Pete's sake.
Who's
for
Pete?
Drake's sake.
Huh?
For Drake's sake.
For Drake's sake. Pete, I'm pretty sure Pete was the guy that shot Drake in Degrassi. Not really sure. I'm not caught up on my Degrassi.
Who's Degrassi?
You don't know Degrassi?
I know.
Okay.
Degrassi is the thing that the soccer players are playing on right now.
Hey, look at you.
Degrassi.
Actually, Degrassi is what the detractor was
plowing up. That's perfect.
That's true.
Association.
Yeah.
Is Drake like the most talented former child actor turned musician? Go.
What about Alex Johnson?
Specific. I'm gonna say yes.
Alex Johnson, Alanis Morissette.
What about
basically
Timberlake?
Yeah, it's true.
He was kind of
a
a child actor.
I don't know if he'd be a child actor. He was a slave labor camp for Disney for a while.
Yeah.
Well,
Who, Drake? Did they act? I don't think they acted on the Mickey Mouse Club. I thought they just danced.
Danced and sung.
I don't know.
Drake? Drake?
Yeah, Drake.
Yeah, and he was in Degrassi, wasn't he? In
No,
the
we were
next
talking about
Degrassi Next Generation.
Who's the most successful child actor turned singer?
Oh well, unfortunately, you're gonna have to go with Britney Spears. As much as I despise her, you have to go with that.
We were saying, did she actually do some acting in the Mickey Mouse Club?
I don't think Mickey Mouse Club was ever acting. I thought
it's kind of a stretch to call it acting in the conventional sense.
Right. And if you say Britney is available, then I'm going to go with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, because Justin Timberlake.
Oh, okay, better, much better. Yes, if you want to talk about actual acting chops, then yeah, you got to go with Timberlake. So
I was going to go Alanis Morissette. See, that's where my mind's going.
Oh my God. It's something just
no. See, I can never forgive her for Jagged Little Pill. Not because I'm anti-woman or anything like that or against the feminist message. I just, yeah. I got to go with the hockey chops on that. You're right. Yeah. And he's a Wings fan, so there you go. And I actually remember seeing him do stand-up many years before he became full host famous. That was actually when he was a good stand-up. So.
And that went downhill after he got on.
Well, yeah, but back in the day when he was actually hungry and working for it, he did do a pretty good stand-up.
Oh no, he has the timing. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I still say Alanis Morissette just because I like You Can't Do That on Television. That was a great show.
Okay.
That was a good show. Mm-hmm. Every time you said what, you got slimed.
Yeah.
No, it's I don't know.
Oh, it's I don't know.
I got you. Whoosh, and down comes the slime on all of you.
If you said what, then it was just basically you're either at a Little John concert or a WWE event. During a promo.
See, because like I said, I didn't see you guys were younger than me, so I didn't get to see You Can't Do That on television because I was, of course, by that time in adulthood and getting totally blasted, and so
Can't Do That on television started in the late '70s in Canada.
It did, and but I was by that point. I was a teenager by that point, so I was getting high as well as getting blasted. So
Teenage Wasteland.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Hell, it was the late '70s. Everybody was high in the late '70s on something. True. Everybody. If you say you weren't, you were either Christian or a liar.
What were you high on, John?
I was too. By the time the late '70s came around, so I was probably high on something, I'm sure.
You were high on breastfeeding at that point.
Rum and Tylenol?
Yeah.
You were high on Uncle Giovanni's teeth and whiskey. So.
it was probably Pup-Up's homemade wine.
There you go. Pup-Up's homemade wine. Patent pending.
Which kind of, when we were older, we were allowed to try. It tasted a bit like battery acid.
Yeah.
Interesting.
As homemade wine generally does, guys.
But it had a nice aftertaste of mint.
Well, there's your problem. Wine's not supposed to have an aftertaste of mint. I'm not Italian, and even I know that. I'm a Scotch drinker, and I know that.
It might not have been wine. It might have just been moonshine.
I was going to say mouthwash.
I think it was the soap mouthwash you guys are into. You thought it was wine.
Oh, that's what it was. I thought the alcohol content was kind of low, but whatever. It cleaned my teeth.
There you go. Fresh breath, clean teeth.
Yeah. Oh, and may I say, I just want to say very quickly, I've been watching the bowling vids that Scotty, you've been posting up, which were actually, like I said, I really enjoyed them. And I gotta say, and I wanted to say this to Johnny because if I wrote it on Facebook, it would have came across as a short joke, and I do not mean it as a short joke. But
but that's how it's going to come off anyway.
No. But the reason why you won is because of your short approach.
It's true.
No, seriously. His approach was shorter, and consequently, I think that gave Johnny an advantage over you two. Because Scotty, you were bringing it from because Scotty was bringing it from like way down Georgia somewhere, man. You were way thunder. And listen, there was a lot of force on the delivery. There really was, but
that's normal for Scotty.
Yeah. A lot of force, but a few misfires there, my friend. The duck pin is what did you in, I think. You were more for the large ball, I think. That forms.
I won 2 out of the 3 duck pin lanes.
Did you? Because it didn't look like it at the time.
Time of editing.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't get to see the full thing. I'm sorry. I was just watching some of the editing.
That first duck pin was 40 minutes long. I'm just going to cut this down to 4 minutes. I don't even think anyone wants to see the whole 40 minutes worth.
No, I certainly don't.
Mm-hmm. We gotta live it. We don't need to live it again.
And Mark's approach was good as well. He was sort of in between. He sort of had that happy medium, but
I was like Goldilocks would have liked my approach.
Yeah, but well, I mean, it was working for you there for a while, but there were, I don't know if maybe because of the editing cuts or whatever, but it
Mark
just
started falling apart on the duck pins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was very notable. Duck pins are not your friend, Mark.
No.
They're
Have we
really
gotten
not,
to the Have we gotten to the duck pin lane that I threw left-handed and got the spare?
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I don't
No,
think.
that
I don't think
is
it's gotten to that one yet.
no, that is the last one. That'll
Nice.
be
Spoiler
that's
alert.
the final game.
But I did like, but like I said, what was interesting though in the latest one you showed today was you obviously had a family in the lane next to you because there was a little girl next to you, and I think it was either Mark or Johnny was right in the middle of delivery, and she walks up with the ball, and she goes and lets it go up into the air, bang! It's the right at the moment. I can't remember if it's Mark or Johnny, just getting ready to let at the point of release. I was just like, okay, that should be a mulligan if there's such a thing in bowling. I don't think that there should be a mulligan on that one because you should just and up in the air and just wham.
Here was Mark's downfall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the first 3 frames, 7, 9 first pins, and then not picking up the spare.
Oh man, yeah. Oh,
Like we said, I had 27 or 28 first ball nines.
28 first ball nines.
Yep. Yeah.
Wicked, man, wicked.
Yeah, you
And-
definitely you left runners on the base path.
And,
yeah.
and the last one, his first 2 frames were 9 dash dash 9 dash dash.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a shame.
Wicked, eh? Yeah,
It's
a
a
little tweak to your game, actually. Yeah, you would have won that easily, I think. No offense to Johnny, who I think bowled quite well from what I've seen of the thing of the.
We're gonna have
Scotty
to give
made it
Lyle,
No,
look
you
like
did.
we knew
No,
what
I
we
know
were
he did
doing.
win by 1 pin, but still.
We're gonna have to give Lyle the unedited footage. So
So it doesn't look like everything's Johnny.
Lyle, I will
Scotty
spend
made us look really good
I
on
will
the ones
spend
I've seen.
for the 3.5 hours of footage, and you can go through that.
No, but it looks really good. Though. I mean, I'm sitting there and I'm laughing. I'm like, oh man, I wish I was there because it was a good time. I'm really enjoying it. Please keep it coming.
My favorite part so far. Yeah, we got 3 more left, so we got Thursday, Friday,
I
Saturday.
am so looking forward to
wrapping up.
those.
And if I can find a way to uncorrupt this one disc, then we'd have a bonus 7th, but maybe down the line. My favorite part. Yeah, exactly. We had to take it to church. The one big thing that I liked was the first one, the Greenway. Where I mocked having a hobby and then getting it ruined, and then throwing the ball right to the ground, trying to bowl left-handed, and just.
Isn't that the one I think Mark did that and that was instant gutter ball I think or something like that on one of those?
I know I bowled left. I bowled it left-handed, and then no one. What happened? It didn't even get to the foul line. I just literally, when I was coming through on my follow-through, it dropped out of my hand and went right into the gutter. And I kind of hold the follow-through like this, and it just keeps slowly rolling down the gutter until it gets to the end. And it's like, well, that was ill-fated.
I'm not saying that I would have done any better or anything like that. It's just,
Oh,
it
no,
was fun. I so wanted to be there. I've seen that, and I was just, on the one hand, I'm laughing my ass off. I'm enjoying it because I mean, it's fun, and I mean, and you guys were getting in some, getting in some wicked shots in there too. But at the same time, it was a little melancholy because I was like, I wish I was there. So maybe Scotty, you could bring me the full line. Maybe send me a copy of the full line edited thing, and I'll sit down some afternoon with a 6-pack of these, and I'll just like pour it in the big stand glass, and I'll just laugh along as I get. No, but it was
laugh at all of our misery.
No, it wasn't all. Oh no! You guys are making it sound like you're all horrible. No. There was some really good bowling going on.
Let me say that the first duck pin lanes we bowled 2 at because we couldn't figure out the lane for the first round. I think Scotty won with a 65. And like Mark and I bowled like 42s and 45s.
Now here we go. The first duck pin, which was the one that just went up today for Severna Park, our top scores. I had a 94.
Yeah, but that was our second one.
No, I had a 94 my first game.
Oh, all right.
My second game was like a 91, and then you got it like at 8. It was like a 65, 84 for you two. Then
wasn't
John,
good.
it was not good, not fun at all. And then duck pin was my thing. I won 2 out of 3. John won the other one. And yeah, for some reason I apparently dislocated my finger on the first one of the first few games, which I'm still feeling that I can't feel like this part of my hand right here.
Wow.
Like from here to here, I can't feel
this
part of my finger.
You should have been wearing one of those wrist guards.
I really should have, and it would have been like Kingpin, and I'd be like bigger and McCracken.
I was at least I was smart enough to only bowl left-handed on duck pins.
Yes, that was genius. But yeah, no, Lyle, I have the folder up here. It is 7.73 gigabytes of footage.
Totally. Now that's
3
easy.
hours, 3 hours, 30 minutes, and 8 seconds.
You know, I consume enough beers. I can happily sit through that. So.
Oh wow, this is definitely a Saturday.
That is definitely a Saturday. Is any way you could like send that to me through Tay's email and as a compressed file or something like that?
Yeah, I can find a way.
Because I'll have some free time. I got some free time coming up here.
You can use the FTP site. You have that, right? Scotty, the
I'm sure it's somewhere.
Site, which is now Hightail.
Yeah, I have Hightail. Yeah, so I can do it.
Set something up and let me know, because I got some vacation time coming up here toward the end of the month, and I'm going to have some free time for drinking when I'm tired of binge watching all my stuff on Netflix. I mean,
I will warn you of this: the Greenway Bowling Alley is 4 different files, because I had the ability to put it to flash memory or put it to a SD card, and the SD card just couldn't handle the greatness that was the bowling that we had. Therefore, it just kept screwing up. So we just kind of that Greenway Bowling took forever to do, and then everything else is, I think, fine. So, but yeah, no, I will send that. I'll find a way to compress it and send it up to you. And
that would be terrific, man. Thank you. Yeah, because I as I said, yeah, I've got some. Vacation time coming up. Well, I'll give you guys a heads up now. Next week I can do the show, but then the week after I'm going to be taking some much needed downtime.
Aye, sir.
Yeah.
You probably take next week too, La. We got nothing to talk about.
Oh, we got stuff to talk about.
Do we?
Oh yeah, sure. Yes, we do.
Sure. Do you have any minor league baseball teams up near you?
Are you kidding? Look at where I am.
Either Quebec or a Maine team, and that's about it.
That's as far as it goes. It hasn't made its way into New Brunswick or Nova Scotia, and will never ever make its way here to PEI, which is a shame, because in addition to being football in the soccer sense, and rugby mad, they are rugby mad on this island. They're also quite into, and of course hockey, but they're also quite into the baseball as well. So.
Do they play cricket?
No, that's a British Columbia thing only.
And we got some cricket up here too.
But
I have crickets in my basement.
And Buddy Holly and the crickets, but yeah. Boy,
that's a reference I didn't understand.
Blow the dust off that antique.
No, it's fine. I'll be careful with it. Could crumble in your hands.
I know. But no, there's the old arbitration stuff starts next week, guys.
Oh.
Salary arbitration. There's actually some notable names in that. The big one to watch is going to be Ryan O'Reilly. I'll tell you right now, out of all the people that either filed for arbitration or being sent to arbitration, there were 23 of them altogether. You can take about 6 names off the list now, because there's a bunch of minor guys that have all agreed to contracts, and Vladdy Sabaka said, screw you, hippie, I'm off to the KHL. So there's about, I think, 23 minus 6, 18 guys left. No, 17 guys left. There's some notable names there, like PK Subban, that's going to go to arbitration, or like James Reimer with the Leafs, and you got the Rangers have 3 guys, Kreider and Zuccarello and Brassard, that are going to arbitration. But the one I think that is definitely a lock. Where's my big lock that had sit on the desk here?
Where's your giant lock, Lyle?
My giant lock. Ryan O'Reilly. It looks like for certain he and the Avalanche are going to arbitration, and that's in 25th of July, I believe. So not
Nice,
very
that's
far away.
awesome.
Yeah. That one's very, very, very early in your arbitration calendar.
That's after the show next week, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just double check here
Next
real
Thursday.
real quick. Let me just double check as I babble away incoherently.
I kind of want a transcript of that one because I would
Oh,
love to see how
wouldn't we
they
all?
figure out
Tremendous.
how to not give somebody who just won an award at the NHL awards, how to not give him as much money as he wants.
Oh, actually, guys, it's the same night as next week's show, same day, July
Oh,
23rd.
jeez.
Ryan O'Reilly. So now we won't
Get your
find
popcorn
out.
ready.
Yeah,
Can we live
now
tweet it?
it'll. I wish we could because yeah, how are you going to go there? Sit down if you're the Colorado Avalanche and say, yeah, he sucks. He's not worth 6.5 million or anything above that. The most we think he's worth is 5.5 mil. Now that's a lot of money for a 23-year-old, regardless. 23, who's a very good two-way forward center/winger, but I mean, the only reason why he's got that much is because the former management totally screwed the pooch. They really did. They tried to play hardball with him, and then the Calgary Flames swooped in and gave him 2 years and $10 million, so they had to match. And the Flames almost screwed the pooch on that one too. It's a good thing that the Avs did match, or awkward because they have draft picks to give up, and that would have been nasty. But anyway, which explains why Jay Feaster's no longer general manager. Yeah, that's why he's doing public relations now down in Tampa Bay. No, director of player development. Community relations. I'm sorry, community relations. Yeah, but anyway,
Is he the guy who walks around with the mascot?
What's that?
Is he the guy that walks around with the mascot?
Yeah, he also sells the 50-50 raffles.
Nice.
there you go. But anyway, yeah. So it's a whole convoluted thing, but so yeah. I mean, technically, the former general manager is still there. Greg Sherman's still there, which nobody sees or hears from him ever again.
Was he even at the draft?
I don't even know he was even at the draft. I kept looking at if they were going to show shots of the Avalanche table, so I could see if I could pick the guy out. Couldn't even see he was there. I doubt he's in there. He's like
I saw
figurehead
Adam
only.
Foote.
Well, that's something.
Well, yeah, you saw Joe Sakic. I don't even think he was even up on the stage when the Avalanche made their pick. I don't know. We'd have to have a look. We'd have to have a look. There is
I don't know
pictures
what
of
he
what
looks
it
like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just
if you don't know what he looks like, then-
Google Greg Sherman Colorado Avalanche and the images will come up. You
But
can
no,
see what it looks
see that I don't
But-
trust that. I think it could be CG rendering.
like. But anyway, yeah, insert your picture here. But
It's like that movie Simone with Al Pacino, where he makes that CG
Ooh.
woman and she just walks around. That's a deep cut, ladies and gentlemen.
wow,
That's a deep
wow,
cut.
an obscure reference there, Scotty. Well played, sir.
Is that sort of like Virtuosity?
Kinda, but it was
Yeah.
just one woman.
Or
She was a
Yeah.
celebrity.
Russell
But
Crowe
Al Pacino
just-
was-
The only reason why it's notable is because Al Pacino was in it. Oh, funny. Oh,
I'm gonna
funny.
put you out on the Hollywood circuit.
Can I get a Can I get a cappuccino? No, I don't do a good Al Pacino. No, it was a great.
Was
Al
this
Pacino is
Mannequin?
Kevin Spacey. He does a great one.
Yeah, Spacey does a lot of good stuff.
Spacey rules, man. His Christopher Walken though is the absolute best. But anyway, but getting back to O'Reilly. Anyway, upshot.
Pollock does a good Christopher Walken.
Yeah. But upshot of the whole O'Reilly thing, though, he goes to arbitration now because the team's taking the arbitration. The arbiter gives him a choice of 1 or 2 year contracts. Now, if it takes a 1 year contract, they could go back and face this bullshit all over again in a year's time. So odds are he could take a 2-year deal on this one because he can't make anything less than $5.525 million. Okay? The arbiter can't give him anything less than that because under the NHL rules, you can't get less than 85% of what you made on your last best year. And last year he made $6.5 million because of the way that deal was structured with the Calgary Flames before the Avalanche match. So I mean, this was a whole schmozzle to begin with. I don't blame the Avalanche for wanting to go that route because I mean, to give this guy a qualifying offer would have been $6.5 million. Kind of awkward when you got guys like Matt Duchene who's making $6 million, and Landeskog's isn't even anywhere close, and Nathan McKinnon in 2 years' time he's going to be looking at big coin, and you don't want a guy like Ryan O'Reilly pulling in 6.5 or $7 million a season. because that throws your whole thing way out of whack. So they had to take an arbitration to avoid the whole qualifying offer thing. But by doing so, you're pretty much ensuring that this guy's going to be on his way out of town in 2 years' time. And the word coming out of Denver, out of the media anyway, is that once he gets his contract, that the Avalanche will move him as soon as they get a good offer. So keep an eye on that.
If you're Greg Sherman, like, do you even show up for work? Do you have an office anymore?
Yeah, really.
I mean, it's
he
like
gets paid. He's still under contract. I don't even know if his contract.
He may just work from home.
Probably. Yeah, they got this set up. Yeah, it'd be like when you do like my wife a few years ago worked at a call center, so she was able to work from home when she did it. So you set up the whole thing from there.
He works at a call center effectively.
He probably does. Yeah. Greg, we're just letting you know because you got to rubber stamp this. Yeah. Because let's face it, Sakic are the actual management.
Well, yeah, no, it's essentially where he's just
everybody
like,
knows
hi,
that.
I'm just the general manager because they couldn't think of something to get rid of.
I'm the figurehead. You got to figure once Greg Sherman's contract is done, then it's going to be interesting. Does Sakic alone become sole general manager, or does he and Waugh kind of become co-GMs? Because let's face it, they're both working very closely together, running the shop right now. Together, running the shop right now.
Well, that's the thing, is that he's actually director of scouting too, Greg Sherman. So he's got I wonder if he gets 2 paychecks this way.
Probably not.
No,
I'm guessing probably.
I think he barely gets 1.
Yeah.
So I think he's happy just to get 1.
Let's face it, he became persona non grata after the big man in front office shift spring of last year.
Hey, everyone who used to play for the Avalanche is getting a front office role. Take 1 step forward. Hey, Greg, not so fast.
Yeah, no, you didn't play, first of all. Yeah.
He just crushes a lot. The problem with this is 3, 2, 1. Hold. Thank you, Johnny. All right. Now the big thing right now is we move on to the Central Western Conference. Is there a chance the Nashville Predator has too many centers? Because they signed 53 in the last 2 days, so I don't know what their problem is.
It's a problem called Mike Fisher out with a ruptured Achilles for 4 to 6 months. They had brought in their initial guy, Olli Jokinen, back about a couple weeks ago, and it was supposed to be him, Mike Fisher, and whoever else, which at the moment eludes me, and I'm sorry, but it does. But anyway, but then Mike Fisher got hurt, so they decided to take a chance on Mike Ribeiro, who claims that his personal issues with his wife are his own, and mind your own fucking business. No, actually, what he said was, they're he and his wife are in counseling, and everything's getting better and focused, and so hey, the Predators are willing to take a chance for 1 year. I think 1. Or was it just 1 mil? 1.25 mil? 1 mil?
It was like 105.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't very much. The guy got bought out of a deal that was paying him about $5 million a season, so it's not like he's hurting for cash. But but I mean, Dave Poile basically said that this is Ribeiro's last chance. I mean, and even though Ribeiro said that last season, his personal issues affected his play. 47 points. In something like 80 games last season, not too bad for a guy that was playing distracted. So, and remember, he's only 2 years removed from 49 points in 48 games with your Washington Capitals. So I think with proper motivation, if he's going to be the guy setting up James Neal, could be looking at maybe a 60-point guy there. So, it's worth the gamble. It's affordable. It's 1 year. And then, you bring in Derek Roy. Sorry, I keep calling Derek Roy. Force the habit.
We're just talking about Patrick. It's fine.
I know, but Derek Roy gets a 1 year, $1 million deal. We talked about this guy a week ago, and like we said, I mean, he hasn't been the same since he had that quadriceps injury about 3-4 years ago. But he's training this summer with noted fitness guru Gary Roberts. You too can turn your career around because Gary will pump you up.
I want to see a dual DDP Gary Roberts.
Oh man, both of them. Hey, it's working out for both of them. That's for sure. But Gary Roberts doing a fine job getting players in shape and improving their improving their fitness levels. So if it works for Roy, hell, if he could get 40 points next season, I think the Predators will be thrilled with that.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, and let's be honest. The fact that anybody who picks up Ribeiro, he's getting paid for another 5 years after this season from the Coyotes. So, I mean, maybe he can get affordable contracts or just get paid double what he should be. And you know what? I just want to say this. I want to put this out there to the Nashville Predators. Hey, Rick DiPietro is still out there, man.
Goaltending's not their issue, though. Goaltending's not their issue.
I just want. I know. Convert him to like I don't know.
He can play center. I'm sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Convert him to left wing.
Poor Rick but I gotta say, I mean, I feel a bit sorry for Rick DiPietro, though. I mean, it wasn't his fault. I mean, a lot of injuries. I mean, sure, we joked about how he was made out of porcelain and kitten tears, which got lots of laughs always whenever he said that. But by the same token, though, I mean, but still, this was a promising goaltender whose career really got derailed by just numerous injuries, and I know it was difficult for him that the Islanders cut ties with him because, of course, like a lot of teams, the Islanders are known for their tact. So they handled that, shall we say, less gracefully than they could have toward the end. But I mean, hey, still the guy, don't feel sorry for him. I mean, the guy's a millionaire for life. So I mean, unless he does something stupid with his money, he'll be okay. But I mean, it wasn't his fault that it was injuries that derailed his career, because there was a couple of years there when he really was coming into his own as a fine NHL starting goaltender. It was just unfortunate that the injuries did him in.
Yeah, and now he's doing God knows what. I'd like to keep tabs on. I would like Rick DiPietro to get a Twitter just so we can keep tabs on him.
Yeah.
So, hey.
I know what's Rick doing today? Hopefully something constructive.
He wakes up, going to get donuts. Enough of you guys.
No, that's Keith Kachuk.
Garbage.
Hey, Fat Joe.
Oh,
That's
hey,
ribs.
hey,
Let's not think that he is necessary. He's not a donut guy. He's a rib guy. Can't see his, so he has to eat them.
I know. Listen, I mean, we all realize that players are going to gain weight after their playing career. It's it's going to happen, right?
Yeah,
but I mean, oof,
there's gaining weight, and then there's getting an entire new person.
And then
pregnant.
and then there's you don't need to consume 10,000 calories a day anymore. Not burn that stuff anymore. You're like a normal person now. Just stop going for fists at the buffet. But anyway.
Well, listen, the buffet's great. Well, have you ever been to Old Country Buffet? It's amazing.
Damn right I have. But I when I know I'm going to that, back in the day when I knew I was going to that, though, I ate very, very small, very, very small, very tiny bit, just enough to get me through, so that then I could justify that second trip up.
Well, I just park a plate right in front of me. Keep shaving, you son of a bitch. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I want that roast beef. Come on.
And more blue cheese.
Yeah. Fucking turns into a Monty Python sketch, and we're all happy. Arbitration was the thing that happened.
Oh, hey, listen. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, speaking of Islanders disappointments, Kirill Krabinov, love, peace, and hair grease, terminated his contract after being much maligned. And they're just saying, we'll take a chance. It didn't work out for him.
It didn't quite work.
So he played for 18 different teams last year. So there's that. But yeah, that was the only other thing I really had to say. Everything else is just like a minor signing. Matt Lombardi. Well,
hey, maybe it works out for him. Yeah. Well, let's face it. I mean.
You know what? The thing with Lombardi is that when he was playing in the Spangler, because that's my tournament of choice.
You just like saying Spangler.
I love the Spangler Cup. It's fun.
Actually, it is a lot of fun to watch. But anyway,
it's a great tournament.
It is.
Watching him play, like he is. You have to figure, if not for the concussions and like the rabid injury issues, he could have been like he wouldn't have to have gone over to Europe to get his game back, kind of thing. But the question is now whether or not he's going to be able to I guess, deal with the physicality because the European leagues, it's stereotypical. It's also true. They're not as physical as the NHL games.
Not as physical. There's still physicality.
Well, I wouldn't say,
but not on the same level as the NHL.
I wouldn't say Switzerland is the high price for rampant body checking and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, it's not as physical, and the ice is much wider. So it's going to be interesting to see how he can adapt to coming back to the NHL surface.
Well, but I mean, he spent most of his career, in the North American game, so he knows what he's getting into. So, hey, he's got an opportunity with those New York Rangers. So, hey, maybe, hopefully, maybe this will be one of those comeback stories that we all love so much, and he'll be able to work it out. But you're right, though. Yeah, there's almost every day, there's signings, but they're, I hate to say it, but it's got to be truthful. Marginal talent, It's some teams signed their fourth line left wing. Oh, yay, okay. Oh, some teams signed their seventh defenseman. Good for you. But that's to be expected, though. I mean, yeah, the free agent market's been picked clean. I mean, nobody's doing any offer sheets. Yeah, we got arbitration that's coming up, but I mean, unless as I said, unless PK Subban ends up going to arbitration, in which case, holy shit, yeah, I mean, the O'Reilly thing, well, that could prove interest, but this summer, honestly, is kind of shaping up to be kind of one of the dullest in a while because there really hasn't been a hell of a whole lot going on. I mean, after the initial first 5 days, everything's just kind of petered out.
It's just kind of all right. We spent $500 million on day one, September.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, I was expecting that, because it was a limited free agent market, that the teams that struck out on whatever talent was there would then turn to the trade market because, of course, now teams can pick up salary and everything like that. And the first couple of weeks, you were hearing Vinny Lecavalier's name kicking around there for a while. A couple of Leafs guys were, kicking around, but then it just kind of went, Michael Del Zotto, Del Zotto's free agent, sorry, but you know what I mean. There was still, a few names, Evander Kane, thank you, was kicking around, but it's just kind of gone, just like a fly in the cupboard. It just the whole trade thing just isn't been quite what we expected, at least not for this year. I think the whole with Jason Spezza being dealt on July 1st, I think if that had taken a couple of 2 or 3 weeks, maybe that would have provided a little bit of something to talk about, but there really isn't very much to talk about now. I mean, if there's going to be any significant trades done, nobody's in a hurry to do them right now because hell, they've got until 1st of October. If you're talking teams that need to be cap compliant, like Chicago and Philadelphia, Boston's going to have a limited cap space, so they may have to move a guy. But there's a couple of teams that got some limited cap space. They'll have to make some trades, but they don't have to do it right now. They got all summer, so it could be like last summer where we sit for. There'll be like 2 months in between trade activity. Last year, Dan Carcillo on the 16th of July got traded, and then it was like September 28th before we saw another trade again. So it could be another summer like that. At least last summer we were still trying to figure out some of the intricacies of the new CBA, and Kovalchuk retired to go overseas, so we had that to talk about. But now, the most notable thing today that I saw for news was Forbes. .com. Yeah, the Maple Leafs are the only NHL team to rank in their top 50 of valuable franchises. I noted that on my Twitter feed, and one of my readers came back with a delightful little bon mot about that. He said, "The Leafs are like a car wash run by cheerleaders. Doesn't even matter if the car gets clean, just put up the sign." That made me, and I told the guy, I said, LOL. No, really, I laughed out loud at that. Well done. It was like, yeah, because, Stanley Cup, who did playoffs? We haven't made, the Leafs since 2005, every year since 2005, the Maple Leafs have been ranked by Forbes as the NHL's most valuable franchise, and throughout that entire period, they made the playoffs once. One time.
It just goes to show you that you don't have to make the playoffs to make money in this league.
Nope.
No, not true. Not true. Oh, if your team is in Toronto.
That's true.
Yeah. If your team is in Toronto, And I mean, I don't know whether to applaud. I mean, it's to the point. On the one hand, you want to applaud Leafs fans for literally for sticking by their team, when through the down periods. But at the same time, you go, you guys suckers or what? Like, how much longer are you going to put up with mediocrity? How much longer until you finally
of our show that question?
Okay, hey Leafs fans, how much longer are you willing to put up with mediocrity before you start making your voices heard? We can't. Oh, but we've got to keep going and support our team, or else they'll move the franchise. Yeah, right.
Well, Lyle, Mark makes a good point. We should ask a lot of our fans like this. I got a note because it's been 10 years since I've been in this godforsaken nuclear winter that is Calgary. Someone who said, "Oh, if you've been here 10 years, that means I've been listening to the show for 10 years." I'm like, how are you listening to this for 10? We spent a half hour talking about minor league baseball.
A half hour? It was at least 45 minutes.
Well,
and then my segment, the first 15 minutes, was talking about the Big Stand Invitational.
But that's at least canon. That's show canon.
Okay, fair enough.
Go.
Fair enough.
Where Big Stan is himself a character, but a real person.
Yes.
But speaking, mediocrity fans, email us faceoffhockeyshow@gmail.com. Why do you enjoy us so much?
We'll read it on the show.
We'll read it on the show.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
By the way, speaking of mediocrity, I just want to share this jersey with you that I found on eBay today.
Oh my God!
This is the greatest thing ever.
I posted on Twitter asking what in God's name this was, and no one understood what it was. Apparently, I found this on the eBays. It is a limited edition.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, Ilya Kovalchuk airbrush jersey for the All-Star game. It's on eBay. It can be yours for $108 Canadian. On the buy it now option.
It's gone
up. That is an abomination before the Lord.
Yeah.
Good God, that's horrible.
That's just the front.
What's the back? Show me the back. Show me the back.
I will
show the back.
We also have to show Lyle the Baltimore Bohemians jersey too. See if he wants one.
By the way, also I want to say this. I want to say this right here. The Manchester Monarchs going to the LA Kings style. Yeah, real originals, you dicks. Anyway,
yeah, but I like it.
The hell with them. I can't stand it. All right, here we go. The eBays, 107.55 Canadian. If you want
the price keeps going up.
Wow, somebody is a masochist. Oh,
this could be.
I just caught a glimpse.
This could be the greatest thing ever. Look at this.
Oh my!
Look at this beautiful thing. He's celebrating. He's got knee down. He's just fist pumping like nobody's business.
If that's not an invitation for a hit from behind.
Oh, Lyle, come on, man! Look at this. Look at it. Look at how swaggy. This is swaggy, yo.
Designed by Lil Wayne. Was it designed by Lil Wayne? Is that why? Because it's Atlanta. It's the Thrashies, Jersey.
That's so awful.
I know, isn't it?
I can't even get it. It's too big for me.
Now show me the Baltimore
the Baltimore Bohemians.
Yeah, show me that. But thank you for sharing that with me because that is enough.
No, that thanks to the wonderfulness that is Sean. He helped make that blow up, and it was just
wow.
I
don't think it's that bad.
I think it's great. I expect Snoop Dogg to buy it, and Johnny, should I show him the new kit or the old kit?
Show them both.
All right, well, here's the new kit for the Baltimore Bohemians minor league team. That's the new kit for this year.
Oh.
Which is like almost a modernized flag of the Maryland flag there in comparison to what the old one was, which is
we're
basically
all spending $10 less and getting the old kit.
Yeah, we're getting the old one.
I gotta say the old one looks better. Yeah.
The old one does look a little bit more full.
Yeah.
And this will be my first soccer jersey ever that I didn't play for, so I enjoy that. Lamination too. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time had by all. So yeah, that's the fun part about the Baltimore Bohemians. But it is honestly, it's no swaggy Kovalchuk jersey. Let's just put that out there right now. Nothing can beat the swaggy Kovalchuk jersey. See if I can bring up your mother. Go bastard anyway, but yeah, this is like Kovalchuk just
Oh, like this is Atlanta. Like if anything says Atlanta, it's that jersey right there.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the question now that probably people are dying to ask. First of all, why are people bidding on this? One, and second of all, who was the moron that bought this in the first place? Like, how do you buy this retail? Like,
I think this dude made it. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Was he the one who airbrushed it? Is that why it's limited edition?
Must be.
It's a limited edition, son. 5 offers. There's a 5 history. Let's see what the offers are. They did. They're all private listings.
Of course they are. You don't think people are going to publicly admit that they're bidding on this piece of crap?
Listen to this. Listen to this, Lyle. The first bid for it was July 10th, 2013. This has been on sale for over a year, and all the offers are declined.
It's like, guys, cut your loss, dude. You know, take the best bid you can get and
buy
just
it now for $9.99 US, and away you go.
For $99.99.
Like I for one,
shipping and handling included.
I for one welcome that.
If it was less than $10, I would buy it.
Yeah,
Well,
me
yeah,
too.
obviously.
Me too. And yeah, I would buy it. Yes. To poop on.
Maybe if it was 15 rubles.
There you go. There you go.
It
Cost
could
of
be
15 rubles.
And the funny thing is, I was just looking around for just random Atlanta Thrasher stuff.
I would like to know how you found this.
Well, I was looking at for Atlanta. We were talking to I was talking to a friend, and they're like, I wish I had an Atlanta Thrasher jersey. Well, guess what? There's one place to find it, eBay. So I'm just going through all this crazy eBay stuff, and I come across this. I'm like, well, this is a gem.
I think I might still pick up the baby blue jersey with the.
That's not a bad color scheme.
I did not like that one because
No?
it has that,
I didn't mind
that stupid Atlanta down the arm in that.
I like that one the best.
I agree with that, Scotty, but I'm with Johnny though. I like the color.
You get rid of that.
I could
the Atlanta down the one arm, and I'm with you guys full bore. But
just wear that rolled up, or just like only just show the one side that doesn't have Atlanta.
I can't roll that up on my arm, man. Like, all right, I mean, like, all right, here we go.
I've seen your forearms; they're as big as ham hocks. You can roll it up over that.
Well, that's just because of masturbation. But listen,
well, good thing it's on the right side.
It's on the left side, though. That's the problem. It's a Scotty screen share tonight. I was a big fan.
No, I like that one though.
I like the navy blues because it had that weird Atlanta Thrasher like superhero one and nice little maroon and navy blue, and I don't know. I'm not a big periwinkle.
No, well, listen. I mean, I see your point with that, Scott, but I still though gotta go with Johnny, and I like the like I said that light blue color scheme better though. If they could have done light blue color scheme with the superhero Thrasher on the front and no Atlanta down the arm, and I think you're good to go.
Exactly. If let's reinvent the Atlanta Thrashers.
There you go. Let's do it right now.
Is there a chance that you can contact this guy that airbrushed his own jersey and have it made?
Maybe. By the way, these were the greatest jerseys ever.
Ah!
I don't give a goddamn.
They're horrible.
I will. This is one of the best jerseys I ever owned, and I'm kind of pissed off that I sold this to Radio's Todd Butts. I was very pissed off that I sold my black one to him because that was one of the jerseys and they're bringing this jersey back. They're bringing it back for the 25-year or the whatever year anniversary. In the jersey.
Hold on, the NHL has owned them for 25 years.
Since '96.
To quote Arnold Schwarzenegger in Kindergarten Cop. Horrible.
I love it.
Those are horrible jerseys.
Because it matches.
Another abomination before the Lord.
I like the Picasso Coyote though.
Yes,
okay, I will grant you the Picasso Coyote, but the rest is horrible.
No, it matches the area. It's not.
It makes it look like people in Arizona have no taste, and they do have taste.
It's true.
That's a toss-up.
No. Do not judge them by John McCain.
No, Lyle, I'm just saying, have you ever been to a Pueblo house in a while that looks exactly like this uniform?
Oh, it does not.
That's a lot of stucco on the uniform right there.
Lyle,
a lot of stucco.
Have you ever been to a Chili's Southwestern bar recently? This is the thing. It looks all the
I
cheerleaders
refuse
look exactly
to
like
judge Arizonians by that. No.
Oh, I'm gonna judge fully, and if the reason they got rid of this jersey is the reason why they couldn't sell the team in time. They're like, bring the jersey back, we'll be able to taste, and they never did.
Warn me when you're going to tell a funny so I don't do an intake of beer. Man, almost
Say
a
that.
dozer on that one, Scotty. Come on.
All right, so is this the worst jersey for you, Lyle? Like, is there a worse jersey out there for you?
Well, no. The absolute worst is it's a tie between the Nashville Predators puke mustard colored jersey and the Boston Bruins infamous third puke mustard colored Winnie the Pooh jersey.
Fair enough.
Those two are the worst, tied for the worst.
I will go. By the way, I will bat to death for this green Arizona Coyotes.
Let me see. Well, now the green one, I could go with that. Again, it's kind of like with got with the Coyote head, it's got the castle.
Has a skyline on the bottom of it.
I like the color scheme.
Okay.
I like that.
Johnny brings up a very valid point.
That reminds me of that episode. No.
Skyline like the Tampa Bay Lightning stupid jerseys.
No. You know what that puts me in mind of? That episode of The Simpsons. No, that episode of The Simpsons where Homer ate that pepper and talked to that coyote who had the voice of Johnny Cash.
Find your soulmate, Homer.
Yes, that one. That one I like. Yes, that's why I will. The other two are crap. I agree, but that third one with that's a Simpson one, and I'm
fight to the death for this whole identity. For this whole identity, I will fight to the death of this.
No, sorry. Well,
I'm gonna say.
Oh my gosh, Scotty, our first fight.
I'm gonna say
we've had many others.
Yeah, I know. Our first fight this week. Go ahead, Johnny.
I think my worst jersey is going to be any Penguins jersey from 1980 to 96. Just choose one of them.
So this one.
Okay, I gotta say, the dark one is okay, but back then the dark color one was the road color. So the home color one, that's pretty ugly. I gotta give you that one.
I do think that the ugliest jerseys that I've seen in quite a while, because I don't have a problem with the Coyotes jerseys or anything. To be completely honest, I think the ugliest jersey I've seen in quite a while is like the St. Louis Blues third jersey.
Which one was that?
That was the one that was just blue and had a circle.
Oh, let me see.
Is it this one, Johnny?
The recent one.
Yeah, the recent one. The one with the skyline in the background, the big arch.
I don't like that one at all. I just I think it's plain.
Yeah, I'm kind of meh on that. I mean, I prefer the original colors. If there's one thing,
I like their regular jerseys though, and in order to get something that's that crap.
Yes, I agree with you, Johnny. Absolutely. I hate this whole third jersey thing because most of them are, to be blunt, fucking horrible. They're terrible. This whole idea, marketing thing, blah blah blah. It's like no,
Lyle,
it's disgusting.
Let us not forget the recent.
The Buffa Slug.
The Turd Burger. No, not even that.
Oh, the Buffa Slug was worse than that.
The two-tone jersey, which makes you think three teams are on the ice because you have the one team and then you have the Sabres times two. It's Harvey. Yeah. It's the Harvey Dent jersey.
I'm just gonna say this for this.
Thank you, Lyle.
Good one, Scott. I like that reference.
For the Sabres third jersey, though, it's ingenious. If they're playing another team that's wearing blue.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, like the Mighty Ducks third jersey. Well, especially with the whole Duckman logo, that was unsettling. That one. And the LA Kings one, where
I didn't have a problem with the
Burger King head logo. I hated that one.
I had a problem with neither of those.
Well,
I did.
The Wild Wing one.
No, I have no problem with that. That one's fine.
Well, here's the thing. This is their new home uniform now. They got rid of the top and bottom ones of the Ducks. So they have this kind of flew under the radar. This is their new identity for next year. It's just the big D logo on it, and
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't know. I thought they should have went with this the whole time. That word mark was stupid.
I think it looks like a Hadouken.
The only thing I will say though is it looks a little suspiciously too close to a Buffalo Sabres jersey.
Well, listen, these things happen, Lyle.
Yeah.
Well, here's the funny thing.
Because they're all using the same template.
Yeah, that's true too. The San Francisco Bulls had a surplus of jerseys after they went belly up.
Did they play
Oh my God!
They did. They renovated the Cow Palace, but only for
But oh, guys, listen! I was reading this week too a couple of blogs. Mainly through the blog Aesthetics, which covers. Actually, it's worth blog is worth checking.
Aesthetics is great. I love it.
They cover all of like the different jerseys and things like that. But I guess apparently in the 1990s, teal was all the rage, and there was actually some teams that were going to go with teal and rejected it. The Flyers came close to going with teal. I'm like, are you insane? It was bad enough you guys rejected the orange and black to go all black, for heaven's sake.
Look at that.
Is there anything wrong with that?
There it is right here.
Yeah, look at that. That isn't a. Oh God, that's horrible.
Abomination. It is. But this would look great for the San Jose Sharks nowadays.
Yes.
That's
now
for sure,
because listen, the Sharks were first. They were first. Teal was their color. That's fine. If other teams want to kind of sneak a little teal in, fine. But you can't do that. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Not the Flyers. The Flyers are.
No, the Flyers are orange and black, and they should never have gone to anything other than that.
Weren't the original Ducks teal and purple though?
No, it was eggplant. You're right. It was a teal turquoise
eggplant and
eggplant.
teal.
Yeah.
So they both came in at the same time with teal.
Around the same time, yeah.
What color is eggplant?
It's like a.
Though I have to say, though, when you talk about third jerseys, guys, and I'm not saying this to suck up to you guys that are Washington Capitals fans, but I didn't mind their third jerseys.
Which, the black ones?
Yeah, they haven't had a third jersey since they had the black Capital.
Yeah, but I didn't mind that one.
Jersey is this the retro jersey?
Yeah, I don't count that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I still like the classic Capitals look because that was the one they first had and with Rod Langway and that.
I would rather them go to a red and white version of the classic ones and just have them as their real jerseys.
Sure, that's fine too.
All I can say to this identity right here with the old and the way you go.
There you go. Yes. Yes, stick with that. That's a great look. Stick with that. Not that. No.
Well, I mean, the Capitals could have gone with the Tommy Hilfiger ones.
But I did like the one with the Capitals on that. The thing. I didn't mind that one. I didn't mind that one at all.
I liked how they showed the shells as well. Did that site have the pants, the Cooperall pants for season 1 for the Cavs?
I don't think they. I think they only just showed the jersey. I don't think they showed the Cooperalls.
Yeah, no. The only teams that wore the Cooperalls were the Hartford Whalers and the Philly Flyers.
And the Flyers.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought the Caps had them season 1.
No.
They had
and here you go, Mark. Scotty screen share for you. Boom! There you go. The Cooperalls in all their glory, hanging out with the
which just make them look like just a pair of track pants. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
but it's still great to see that Whalers jersey. My God, I wish they put.
I do really like how teams decided that they wanted to try and save some money by letting the players wear pants, and then they figured out.
Well, Cooperalls was a big thing back in like '81, between '81 to '82. Cooperalls was a big thing because back then.
Didn't it make the people faster when they slid into?
Yeah, that was the problem though. When you hit the ice, you went whee, you took off. So that's why they didn't. But yeah, they were a thing there for a while. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a definite weird thing.
Yeah, there you go. Classic Flyers. So I mean, other than the Cooperall pants, the classic Flyers.
You never
changed that.
Teal down the side, teal right by the legging right here.
That's why they were trying. That's why they were trying to sneak teal in. You remember back in 1982 when we snuck when we had a bit of teal on our Cooperalls.
The funny thing is that the Cooperalls almost resemble the roller hockey pants of today. And you put a little teal in there, you got yourself a roller hockey. You feel extreme. You feel mid-90s. And I think when I think of 90s hockey, I think roller hockey international and Pro Beach hockey.
It is true.
There's that. By the way, the St. Louis Blues changing their jerseys next year.
Oh God! Yeah, what are they changing to again?
They're changing their home jerseys to. They're getting rid of the unnecessary piping.
Okay.
And they are basically going to the look they had before the Edge design.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
A nice crisp look. Inside stuff here. You got your 1967, whichever.
That's
By
nice.
the way, the inside collar thing could be the weirdest that jerseys come around where they have all kinds of crazy shit in the middle of there.
I'll tell you it's stuff like this. It makes me glad that I cheer for a team that doesn't get into third jerseys. To be fair, they did for their 100th anniversary, but that was a one-time thing. And thank God, because that barbershop pole one was horrible.
That was one time a month for 6 months.
And then that was it, and never again. So they stick.
I can't wait until the Canadians come out with their teal jersey.
Never will. Never will. Never will. Thankfully, yeah.
Here we go. We got the making a petition to make the pinstripe or the barbershop jerseys a permanent thing in the Montreal Canadiens. Look how beautiful those are. Those things are great. These things are amazing.
Yuck.
Like honestly,
fantastic.
Yeah, I did like the upper ones, the white ones, and the old ones, the old white and red ones. Yeah, but those ones from when they first came into the league, boy, it doesn't say much for 1909 fashion, does it? Back when barbershop stripes were the bee's knees, kids.
I'm not saying that I like barbershop just because I'm barber pole because I'm on the Wikipedia entry saying that I love the barber pole style jerseys. I'm just saying it because I love the barber pole style jerseys.
So, with a serious talk about uniforms, though, how, Lyle, over under the amount of years until the NHL starts selling advertising on jerseys?
10.
6.
You say 10 years?
I say 10.
I'm saying way earlier.
It won't be the big, like it won't be the big garish stuff like you see from the European teams, but it'll be a tiny little logo sewn on the sleeve.
I wouldn't be surprised to see bigger logos at the bottom of the jersey, on the back hem, the same way when MLS first came out, they didn't have logos on the front of their jerseys. DC United had a MasterCard logo on the back lower part of their jersey, and you know
who will be the sponsors will be whoever has the arena naming rights, unless you're a team owned by something like Comcast, in which case, well, there you go. But
well, I mean, the team could sell it to somebody else and make more money.
They could, yeah.
I mean, you look at it right here, and go ahead, Leo.
No, you go ahead, Scotty.
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, you look at like they put ads on the AHL jerseys as it is, and another screen share right here is the Hershey Bears, probably one of the most
on fire tonight.
Brian, Hershey Bears. This is just recently, and they got just like a little blue cross thing, right there, right up to the top there, and they have the Peoria Riverman with the caterpillar, right here on the crest.
That's what you'll start to see in the NHL within 10 years.
I'm even gonna say 5 years.
Record at Scotty.
Yeah.
I tend to be conservative by nature when it comes to things like that, though not in my politics. But
you have these, which is the Los Ice Hogs.
Oh wow, that looks like Bozo the Clown peaked on it, man.
Jersey.
Oh my God!
It is. Look, the guac's on top. You got the tomato in the middle.
Wow.
You got down the bottom.
Wow. That looks like something that would come out of me after I've eaten at Taco Bell.
Hey-o.
I made my run for the border.
Breaking news.
I'll never be sponsored by them again. I'll tell you, not like I ever was.
Cool Ranch Dorito shell finally up here in Canada. So you got that going for you. And hey, Mark, guess what? The Adirondack Flames are using the old Atlanta Flames, so you can bust out your old Atlanta
Flames. Oh, that was the one thing I loved when they moved the team, when the Flames moved their farm team to Adirondack, and they adopted the old Atlanta Flamin' A, which not a Flamin' Earth, but yeah.
Well, that's what happened after Taco
Mark
Bell.
loves the Flamin'
Is the Flaming A.
But that was awesome. I loved that logo. I said I'm old enough to remember the Atlanta Flames before they moved to Calgary. But that logo was cool.
My question is, why didn't they use that for Abbotsford? Like, honestly, that's another A team. You could have done it like that.
No idea. But yeah,
because they're not the Flames; they're just Heat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good point.
I mean, they could have had radiators on the front of their jersey. Would have been
great. Yeah. Fantastic.
Come on, we're Heat, huh?
They just have a massive thermostat on the front of their jersey.
Come on, we're gonna turn up the heat, huh?
Decibel meters, mercury in it instead of. That's good. They're marketing people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We gentlemen, we've missed our calling. We should definitely be brainstorming around doing this marketing stuff for hockey teams.
Everyone.
Everyone. We do it for all of them. I
Every
guarantee you we can come up with better goddamn third jerseys than some of this stuff. Holy crap.
By the way, this is an interesting one.
There would definitely be a team that had bowling shirt jerseys.
God willing. This is an interesting one. They're doing a hidden logos thing on the aesthetics thing, and it's like the Washington Capitals. It's a net with a stick and a puck. I did never notice that before.
How
the P
about
is such an
that?
odd shape.
How? Actually, yeah, I never noticed that myself either. That's very clever.
Interesting.
That's very clever.
Winnipeg Jets, hockey stick. The J is a hockey.
That's not.
CBJ, the hockey stick in the middle spells out the initials CBJ. Obviously, that's the Columbus, the C, the Ohio State flag. The Nordiques. If you lose the stick and the puck and flip the Nordiques logo around, you get the abstract. No, we all knew that. It's just the end was this way.
Yeah.
And then the Capitals one here. Of course, the Capitals with the Capitol Dome on the Weagle. The New York Islanders with the 4 stripes on the stick, signifying the Dynasty era. The New Jersey Devils, where it has the N and the J, which is obvious.
What do they got for the Canucks? I'm curious to see what they've got for the Canucks.
Stick and rink for obvious reasons.
Stick and rink.
The white line around the rinks forms a C.
I was so glad they brought that logo back. I loved that logo when I was a kid. That was really
the Arizona Coyotes state flag. By the way, I want a Maryland team just so the Maryland state flag can be abused in some way for a hockey team.
Sharky Shark!
Oh look, the shark's choking on a stick.
Yes,
exactly. And not his playoff dreams for once. Minnesota Wild, sunset, shooting star on this bear, wolf, pig.
Sunrise.
And the Hartford Whalers, of course, the H in the middle here in the W with the whale tail.
Miss the whale.
Miss the whale tail. Miss Pucky the whale.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was our jersey bit for the week,
folks.
I did like I liked the net and the stick. I did not know. I know the stick was there. I did not.
I did not.
That
was very, very clever. Yeah. Very
Normally, Capitals fans never hit the net anyway. So.
Hey, what? That's a Tikkanen must have designed that jersey.
Wow. You guys will never let that go, will you?
He was.
Not until the Capitals
were at the blue line. He was at the blue line, Lyle. He just had to tap it in, tap a Rooney, and he fucking missed it.
The Caps win at least one game.
They win one, and they at least be participants, and they get a participant ribbon.
Yeah, and now every time that every time a team goes up 3 games to none in the Stanley Cup Final, we have to hear about the Capitals being the last team to ever be swept.
Oh dear, it hurts, doesn't it? It won't make the pain go away.
We were having a good time, and now it's just ruined.
Hey, I didn't bring it up. I'm not the one who said Esa Tikkanen.
Well, I mean, Scotty brought up the fact that there's a net on the jersey.
Well, we'll agree to disagree on that one.
Pretty sure it wasn't me. We replay this.
I think
and you will be full of apologies.
Hey,
full of apology juice.
Never thought about the net. That's pretty clever.
We never rewatch it.
No, here's what happened is Lyle's like, you know what? If I thought the Caps logo, I'm thinking of picking an essay for it, and then that just brought up Esa Tikkanen because,
yeah, I would have found some way to work an S and an A into that. Yeah.
If you want to bring up our heartbreak, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. We can deal with it. We got thick skin. We went bowling in 9 bowling alleys in one day. I mean, we're hardened criminals for Pete's sake.
We're practically Australian at this point.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey, I've eaten it Outback before, so you know what up. What up? What are you going to do with me?
What up with your onion blossoms? Yeah.
By the way, Lyle, the next Big Stand Invitational, I don't know if you heard earlier in the show, we're going to every minor league ballpark in Maryland.
That's right.
Oh my.
Yeah, there's 6 of them. So I think we can do it probably in a weekend. So that could be something we look forward to. So
there's
just
an
thingy. Yeah, it's going to be weird. It's going to be an odd thing. I don't know why we even brought it up. But maybe
we weren't even drunk either. Like normally, at least we can.
Well, that means this idea is not going to get done.
Well, obviously. There's not a chance. I'm going to get to Frederick and Bowie, and I'm going to call it a day.
Why not Waldorf Worldwide? Get yourself a Southern Maryland Blue Crab shirt.
I could just go down there to see Brooks Robinson.
Exactly. He's just hanging out there, doing nothing in particular, just there.
Greatest third baseman of all times.
I would not disagree with you.
No, because he is. There you go.
Exactly. Right before Chris Sabo. I think Chris Sabo, Brooks Robinson, really neck and neck.
Okay.
Definitely for Orioles third baseman.
Sabo did have that handicap of not being able to see.
What about Craig Worthington too?
Craig Worthington, Leo Gomez.
Yeah.
Manny Machado, come on, man. He's got to be in this position.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's gotten to Chris Sabo.
I like Mark's Boom Mike.
Yeah.
Mark's Boom Mike's the best. Anyway. All right, Lyle, we're gonna let you go ahead. Get on out of here. It's 7.
Get on up. Yeah.
Get on up. Get down.
Hopefully, maybe next week we'll have something to kind of sort of talk about.
Nope.
But if not, I'm sure we'll
find
with plenty of bit. Hey, we can still talk next week. Hulk Hogan versus Great Muta. There you go.
That is true. We can break that down.
We can break that down, kids. If we
next
get
2 hours, we'll have you on for the whole 2 hours then.
Yeah, this week minor league baseball.
Well, since next week will be my.
You're gonna have to make up for missing it a week after.
Next week, yeah, exactly. Since next week is my show before I take a week off for vacation, because I absolutely refuse to say vacay. I can do the whole 2 hours. I can I can drink beer and scotch for 2 hours and do that. And talk wrestling and bowling and hockey and whatever else comes across our minds. So let me just write that down now.
You'll have all of the bowling shows will have.
Yeah, all the bowling shows.
Yes, so there'll be lots to talk about on that. I'm writing it down actually right now.
I might try to get to Bowie this weekend so we can talk about minor league baseball again.
Yeah. I'm not really I don't really follow minor league baseball. Sorry guys. So I'll just sit and nod.
Fine. Neither do we.
No, we don't.
Yeah, it's just we kind of go.
But
the broadcast tried to have a baseball show. It didn't work out that well.
Yeah. Oh, and I meant to mention too. I recently saw the ESPN 30 for 30 on the Detroit Pistons thingy, and it was like, great team, lousy attitudes. Moving on.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah. No, great team, great talent.
Who knew that a team with Bill Lambier and Dennis Rodman have bad attitudes? Just it seems odd. Seems odd that would happen. I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah, who would have guessed? But which is a shame because they really were a very talented team. But anyway, it was a good show. I like the. That's one thing I gotta say. I do like what ESPN. Their 30 for 30. Excuse me. Their 30 for 30 documentary series. They kick ass. I really enjoy them.
Good.
Yep. They're really well done. Really, really well done. And I don't know what ESPN is like now because since I've moved to Canada many, many years ago, I only get TSN. But it's. Yeah,
they've been pimping their new set for like 3 months now.
Oh crap! Okay.
Yeah, it's become.
But hey, at least they get rid of. Well, no, they went to Fox Sports, didn't they? Those two tools who used to do the morning TSN thing.
Yeah, Jay and Dan.
Whatever, whoever. Do not miss them. Goodbye.
I do because I don't watch TSN now. I couldn't care less about TSN anymore. I'll throw in the score.
TSN's better. TSN's better than Sportsnet. I'll tell you that.
I don't know.
Humble opinion.
360. You throw in Sportsnet 360. You don't even have to see any anchors. It's just highlights. That's the best.
Okay, that I will give you. Yes, but hey, though TSN does carry the 30 for 30 series, so
That's true. I'll check
of the ones I'm unable to see on the YouTubes, that haven't hit the YouTubes yet. Yeah, so
they might be on demand on my TV. You can just slingbox it.
That's true. You can slingbox it. And honestly, if I can't ogle over Kate Burness all the time on TSN, it's not worth my time. So,
well, there you go. There you go.
The hell
she is a cutie.
She's not on 24/7.
I'll give you that. She is a cutie. I'll give you that. Yep. All right, man.
On that note, as we rank the sports anchors,
rank the sports anchors. Rank your Canadian sports anchors.
Exactly. Yep. All right, well, we'll talk to you next week, boss.
Talk to you next week, guys. Have a good one.
There he goes. Lyle Richardson, SpectorsHockey.net, HockeyNews.com, PEI Guardian Island Prince, and Bleacher Report as well.
Ooh, the Guardian Island Prince. That sounds
exactly.
Sounds like a prestigious title.
Yeah.
Time for the shout-out portion of our show, and we go to Johnny P.
I have a shout-out to Mike Yastrzemski. Good work getting a call up. Good job.
Mikey Yaz Show.
I liked it. It was good. What else? What else? What else? That might be it.
Wow.
Really. Mike Eastrems. I have a shout out to Sean, too, for getting back to me.
Getting back to you.
That's the first time I've heard from him in months.
Jesus.
So yeah, shout out Sean. I think we should text Sean once a week and see if we can get an answer on the show.
So Sean, Sean Quest. There you go.
Okay,
once a week.
awesome.
Send him a Sean question.
Letters. Oh, we got letters.
Letters. All right, cool.
I'm out.
Then that means we go to Boom Mike Mark.
Yeah. There we go. I am going to give a shout out to something called Luchador Mexican Wrestling Dice. It's a game that came out in 2013. It is a dice game, and it is for 2 to 4 people, preferably 2 or 4. I don't know if 3 would work. I don't know if there's a special guest. There's no triple threat or special guest referees. I don't think. You might be able to make up your own rules, but it is fantastic. You just check it out online. I'm not going to send links out, but Luchador Mexican Wrestling Dice is the name of the game.
Interesting.
It's gonna be good times. I am also going to give a shout out to. Let's see. Well, I'm not going to see. What is today? Today's the 16th, so Johnny P's birthday is going to be next Tuesday before the next show. So shout out to Johnny P.
I have a quick shout out. The men's U.S. national team has just won the ESPY for best moment for their win against Ghana.
Very nice.
All right.
4 minutes ago. Breaking news.
Good work, U.S. men's national team.
I believe.
Also, shout out to
thanks for the shout out too.
You're welcome. Also on the birthday, shout out to my girlfriend Brittany. Her birthday is also July 22nd. So
weird.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
but
weird.
Also, shout out to crap. I was just about to remember what it was, and I can't remember now.
You were going to say Homestar Runner.
Homestar Runner. How did you know that?
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
You started saying it.
Homestar Runner, because they're talking about having new episodes in the fall of everything, which is fantastic.
Awesome.
That like words not describe how excited I am for this. So.
Oh wait.
That's it. Oh wait.
Oh wait. Homestar Runner.
Hey Strong Bad, I'm inside your house.
I was watching some old Strong Bad emails the other day, and I'm just like, oh, I remember college.
Yep.
Oh,
it is a very specific time period too, because John, you never really watched Homestar Runner in college, right?
No, but I did watch some of it through you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
there's
I know some of it, but it was not a thing when I was in college.
Right. So there's the time frame of
internet wasn't really a thing when I was in college.
True. So there's this time frame of people who were in college that could access this, which is up to probably 33 years old, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right now, maybe 32, and then down to 26-year-olds.
Yeah, I think that's because the 6 year span. Yeah.
Right, because after that, they were in high school, but I don't know how big Homestar Runner was for high school kids, and I really think it was just those 4 years of college students.
From 2001 to 2005, and that was the sweet spot.
And then college students now just don't get it because it's not a YouTube video.
It's not hipster enough.
Yeah, So
Flash video, what the hell? Me and Mark had T-shirts. You still have your cheat T-shirt.
My cheat T-shirt, I don't know what happened to it. Unless it's at the bottom of one of my drawers, I don't have a cheat T-shirt anymore. But you bet your ass I'm gonna get a new one when they start selling them again. They might actually.
They still sell them.
Excellent.
They're through the
Don't you have Scotty? Don't you have the CGNU Go Nuts shirt?
I had the Crazy Go Nuts University Dumples shirt, and that was I think either lost in the move or packed away somewhere. But that was a sweet shirt.
Yep. The Chadsey, $15. The cheat adult size.
Yeah, man, it's fine. It's
$15. I gotta get it.
I got to get it.
You're buying a lot of shirts tonight.
Well, I'm proud of this shirt purchase I made a couple weeks ago. and I'll talk about that in my shout out when Marcus.
Are you gonna bring it up on?
I'm done. I'm gonna screen share Scotty this bitch because it got shipped the other day, and I'm kind of very happy. First and foremost, big shout out to Mr. Mike's in Airdrie. This weekend, they will be donating all the gratuities to the family of the tragedy that happened in Airdrie. So they're going to donate all of that to the family of that. So that's a cool them. So if you're in the area, go to Mr. Mike's Airdrie, hang out, have some good fun, good eats, and support a good cause in the process. I'm going to screen share Scotty this because I'm all up on this, and this is the new shirt that I had just bought through the my favorite shirt site, Woot.com. The Mexican Wrestling Hold number 10, the sleeper hold. It's two little luchadors just hanging out, and one's sleeping with a teddy bear, the other one's trying to give him a book and a hot cocoa. It's adorable. It's amazing.
Is the sleeper hold on the teddy bear? I don't necessarily understand what's going on there.
He put the sleeper hold. This is the after effect of the sleeper hold.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. So there you go. That's a new shirt that I just bought because I'm 6.
And there's the homepage.
There you go. And there's the homepage.
Is that Ellen Page?
That's my Ellen Page. Because if I go to here, like if I go to there's my background of my thing. Oh no, it goes off.
Oh.
Yeah, the background is that old Ellen Page thing that I have. Just her in that suit.
She's still hot.
She is adorably hot. Shout out to Peanut Butter Cheerios. All up wins that. It's special edition here in Canada, so there's that. It's kind of delicious. Not gonna lie to you.
Hold on, is that a squirrel?
Yeah, no, it's the squirrel. It's a squirrel on the on the Cheerios thing. I don't know why.
Why do you guys have a bee?
No, we have the bee. This is the special edition squirrel. It's the bee's on the other one. The bee's on the Honey Nut Cheerios one. The squirrel's on the peanut butter one. For what reason, I have no idea. It's fucking Canada, yo. Shout out to Trogdor. Shout out to Homesar. Shout out to the Thinkum Man. Hey, shout out buying a bed. Finally bought a bed. No more mattress on the floor for me. I'm becoming an adult.
Yay!
So I just bought a bed. It's comfy as hell too. I'm like, oh, why did I not think about this before? But it's also really high, so I can't lean up against the wall like I usually do. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna hurt a little bit. Well,
do you have to jump off it?
It is. It's almost up to my waist. It's like almost like Katie's as tall as the bed, I'm sure. But shout out to that. Shout out to getting into a bowling league too. I'm looking into getting into.
Are you serious?
I am getting into a bowling league.
We are screwed the next time we have a Big Stand Invitational.
There's a flex league that they're trying to get people for to start up in September. It's open to 30 bowlers, and each person gets assigned an NHL team. And you can bowl at least once a week, and you can bowl 3 games, and then you get your best score and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, I bowled at 155 last week, and I'm just like, all right, well, let's do. Why couldn't I got that last week? What the hell is this garbage? And then I'm going next week too with my buddy to go bowling, so it's gonna be fun. So yeah, bowling. I'm trying to bring bowling back. I recently saw a statistic that bowling numbers in North America are down, and I want to revitalize that. And hopefully, through the Big Stand Invitational, we as a whole can bring back bowling. I don't know why it's down, man. But like honestly, Mark, you remember those Globe Bowl nights, St. Joe?
I do.
Just hanging out, man. Just being the cool kids.
Just good, clean fun. Good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun. And yeah, away we went. I think that's all I have. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to shout out. No, it's just my bed. New bed, yay, new bed. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Johnny. We'll talk to you next week when you're older, but happy birthday to you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna be older next week. A lot older.
Hey, look, you don't look a day over 23. You're fine. You're fine, buddy. You're fine. All right, that's it. That's all. For Johnny P. Mark with a C, I'm Scotty Watts. Take care of yourself and someone else. Has been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com, which is also our Tumblr. Check us out on the Facebook FOHS Radio. That's where we're posting the links to the Big Stand Invitation, where you get to see all the fun, exciting events there. And also you can check it out on the Twitters. The Twitters at FaceOffHCKY Show. Send us your emails if you have any questions this summer. We're going to need your help to get through, especially not next week, the week after without Lyle. So we'll do a whole viewer question, and we'll start it off 2 weeks in advance. FaceOffHockeyShow@gmail.com. Send us your questions, comments, concerns, and all that other fun stuff, and we'll get to it. No matter how crazy It is. We will get to it. Please limit your questions to at least 150 per person. No more than 150 questions per person. So we'll limit it to that. So that's it. That's all. Till next week. Peace.
See ya.